But yo, he's fed up, and you know what I respect? I respect that he doubled down on it. She's over there like, yo, what'd you say?
3 times.
Man said, yo,
he didn't say
give them the things. Man said, yo, that's enough.
Yo, wasn't there people laughing? There's when there's people laughing in the background. They're like, yo, for real, he said this?
And we're back. Your boy X, RIPMX on everything social.
Castro Nero 88 on Instagram.
Money Mitch 54X Mitch on Instagram.
And we're on Common Sense. Man, first and foremost, happy Easter. Did the man have good Easter festivities?
I did still.
Okay.
Did the best I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, right? The answer's like, all right, nigga.
There was a lot of struggle in that answer.
It was good, though. I praise the Lord, man. It was good.
That's all it's about.
Nobody believes that.
I did, though. I really did. That's the craziest thing I did.
Yo, I tried my best. We're just like, that's all we believe.
All right. Yo, did anybody celebrate 420 this year?
I won't celebrate 420 any year.
Yeah, me neither. But I did notice just on average, a lot of people didn't even really acknowledge it. I feel like it was overshadowed by Easter this year. Like I didn't see no post, no nothing. There was like a 1, 2 local events. And then it was so crazy because 420 was such a pivotal moment, like prior to legalization. And then like even leading up into legalization. Like I remember the year they legalized weed when they had 420 at Young and Dundas. Buddy, that was a big event.
That's when they gave out the free pizza.
Yeah, that was big. Like I was in this family. We had a lot of people at Young and Dundas just burning weed simultaneously.
And it was always raining too.
Yeah, I guess
they had a couple of demos raining. Yeah,
I guess the novelty's kind of worn off a bit with the availability. Like you could just go buy weed everywhere now, so maybe people don't feel as inclined to like
celebrate
about it. Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I think also maybe you think it's a generational thing. Maybe yeah, I guess that would coincide with novelty. I was about to say like maybe our generation is just getting tired of this shit. Like but because we came from illegal to illegal during our time period, it's like, you know.
I don't even know. Like yeah, maybe it was just more novel for young people back in the day, especially because like we weren't supposed to be doing it. So
yeah, it was kind of
like a cool thing that like yo, we're gonna congregate and do something we're not supposed to do.
Yes.
Now it's
counterculture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was definitely there was an alert to this.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I trust me. Years prior, like I said, I've worked 420 events before with vendors and whatnot. I've been in part of like the celebrations and whatnot. This year I was like, oh, this shit just came away. Nobody even cares. Like you niggas don't smoke weed. It's Easter now.
Yeah, I didn't even really think about it
because you didn't see it. It didn't come across no one's timelines. Just an observation. What about you? You notice these things? Not
really. I know there was a couple events, but like. Wasn't really as big as it used to be.
Yeah. Well, that's how it goes. Sometimes it happens. Anyhow, moving forward to more interesting topics. Are the man familiar with have you heard about the California mayor's take on homeless people and what he feels they need?
He's an amazing guy.
Would you like to see it? I have it. All right, let's do it.
He's an amazing guy.
Hold on.
Oh, you seen this too?
I did. You might even like his answer.
Yeah. It is crazy because we got
a minute for me too.
Totally.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck did I do? How did I play myself? That was crazy.
It sounds like you want to kind of enclose all these homeless people in one territory. And
what I want to do is give them free fentanyl. I mean, that's what I want to do.
Do what?
I want to give them free fentanyl.
I can't understand what you're saying. You wanted to get them what?
I want to give them all the fentanyl they want. That's what I want.
I don't regret saying it.
Yo, real one.
We're
she was stunned.
The attention on an aspect of this problem that nobody seems to want to look at. These people are killing our citizens. Not a lot of them, but some of them. They have no respect for law and order.
How does the man feel about giving homeless people all the fentanyl they want?
I think that was funny.
He's had enough.
You think?
Do you agree with as dangerous as he advertised though? Like I've never like walked.
We're not in California though.
And worried about a Fenty head.
But
but we have a pretty.
Bro, these guys live under the bridge.
We have a pretty
over
like open drug issue here. Like you.
Bro, they have a whole block though. They have like a whole street of them. Like it's a whole like they have their own little.
Theirs is worse, but.
He's just tired of them at this point.
I don't know. I guess I can't account for what they're going. I don't know what they're going through. I'm just thinking about like
Skid Row. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's where they be at. Now.
But yo, he's fed up, and you know what I respect? I respect that he doubled down on it. She's over there like, yo, what'd you say?
3 times.
Man said, yo,
he didn't say
give
that
them
shit
the
by
things.
accident.
Man said, yo, that's enough.
Yo, wasn't there people laughing? There's one of those people laughing in the background. They're like, yo, for real, he said this?
Right?
I don't know if I don't know if I heard any laughing, but she was stunned. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. She's like, "No way, you said that. Yo, say it again." No, say it one more time.
And the man went off. I'm not even apologetic. I don't regret nothing.
You know when a man leans in? Yo, listen. So, yo,
These guys are moshing up the place, see? We got to get them out of here.
first he said, give them fentanyl. Give them all they want.
I mean, there's certain societies and like certain places in the world right now that are not tolerating that shit at all. You're there just getting fucking fried in the middle of the street. Like, fam, you're getting executed, fam. Remember the Philippines? I don't know if they're still doing it, but remember
They
there was
just
a time
they're
they're
just
just
shooting.
rounding up meth heads?
Yo, any drugs, man. If you're on the drugs in
Fam, they
Philippines,
just send mans into the village, into the slums to go look for meth heads and just shoot.
You're off
fam.
this. You're off this. That's it.
You know what's crazy? You ever watch like Dog the Bounty Hunter and shit?
Yes.
You know the niggas like he would be running down?
yes.
Yeah, in the Philippines they're
They
just
just
killing
shoot them.
yeah.
Yeah, just left
We
that.
can't even film this episode. The first episode is done.
Yeah, like dog.
First day on the job, like a lie. Like, whoa. This is intense.
Cameraman, here, he need tested.
Nah, it's loose over there. But I respect. Shout out Dog the Bounty Hunter. Is he still with his big-breasted wife, Beth? Oh,
Ooh,
Beth
that
died?
got dark.
That
fam.
got
Got
dark.
dark.
Yo, Danong the Bounty Hunter is crazy.
Manny the Bounty Hunter.
Manny the Bounty. I like that one. I don't Bounty Hunter Tito. Anyhow.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, I do believe. You know what? Now that you're saying this, I recall he was
You
really.
said so much detailed about it. 'Cause you,
Dog.
better, you better Google it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. What's her name? Beth the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah.
Beth the Bounty Hunter.
She's killing me.
Yeah. Beth Chapman. Let me see if she crop out. Yeah, she crop out 2019, June 26th. Yeah, how did she die? Let me see how did
Can't even say that.
she she had cancer? Yeah. She had. Yeah, shout out Beth.
Yo.
Shout out Beth.
My cause is crazy.
Beth 1 and Beth 2 is crazy.
Oh, man.
Anyhow, speaking of things, have you guys? Well, it's kind of in the same nature of the topics. Have you guys seen Justin Bieber's latest dance moves?
Yeah.
I don't want to. Well, we're gonna look
Been
at.
telling you to lean back his back, you know.
No. You don't even know about his moves, bro. His moves are getting crazy. We're gonna look at them. Now fans are concerned.
I've seen that before. The man them call that the Sherborne Shuffle.
Sherborne Shuffle, eh?
Yeah, I've seen
Because
that
you've seen
before.
that lately?
Yo, I seen those moves, bro.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have definitely seen those moves, and I can understand why the people are worried about.
Who's homie, though?
There's a lot of that going on.
Who's homie who's hailing him, though?
I don't know. You know what's funny part is about that in that situation though?
Yeah, who's that guy? Because, yo, fam, you can see that this guy's not well, and you're just there.
Like, you just want to be
Nah,
on
but
camera.
the funny thing is
Yeah,
about
bro,
the
loud
Sherborne Shuffle,
man.
fam. Yo, there's always a nigga like that beside the man them doing the shuffle. There's always someone next to the shufflers.
He's not even wrong. Still.
I'm just saying, for demographic speak, bro.
Okay, well, yeah, the Sherborne Shuffle is
He has to
different.
keep him
'cause, yo,
close.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, who went there with him? Like, who's his people? Why? Where's his shirt? Why does he look like this? How come nobody's intervening? Walk on. Like, I don't know.
So are we concerned right now? Are we concerned for Justin?
That was
I was concerned about him the other time.
that's concerning. Am I concerned? Like, personally, no.
Yes.
I'm not concerned. I really don't care. But is that like something that people, like his people, should be concerned?
I think so.
You know?
I think so. Hold on. I'm trying to find. There's another angle from that. I was trying to see if I can find it. Justin.
He's shuffling from another angle?
He was shuffling it. It was
Yeah,
looking
I
more.
saw another video. I
Yeah,
didn't
he
see
was
this
doing more
one.
of a curled up type shuffle.
Oh, Lee.
You know what I'm saying? He was like,
That's the late night Sherborne. He's daytime Sherborne.
yeah. Right now he's daytime shuffling. Let me see if I can find it, bro. But overall, do you guys think that Justin Bieber is going through, like, legitimately, do you think it's a drug habit that he's going through right now? Because that's the speculation on the internet. When I seen the conspiracies in the comments, they're over there like, yo, you guys are witnessing human trafficking and like live direct shit. Basically saying like even like the dude beside him or the people around him, they're basically acting as like his handlers, and that like eventually he's gonna end up dead as a result of all this kind of like, you know, the shit we're seeing online.
What are they
I don't
handling?
know, bro. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I read in the
People online are
comments,
weird,
bro.
People like these crazy, exaggerated stories. It just
I feel like we are watching like a
it gives
mental
them
breakdown.
something to talk about. I don't know. That sounds crazy to me.
Yeah.
I think this guy just on drugs, fam. Will you tell me you never seen a nigga look like that before?
I have, but I guess
I named the street where you can find a lot of them. Like, just go over there. You ever been to Moss Park? Fam, that's a normal guy over there. That's not even a big deal.
He got
Like,
many years in him. He has many years in him.
And bro, look at I seen Amanda Bynes the other day. She on OnlyFans or something.
Amanda Bynes
I don't
on
know what
OnlyFans?
the post was about. She's doing something. But yo, she looks crazy. Have you guys seen her?
I know
lately?
she been looking crazy, but let's pull up. Let's pull up a picture of Amanda Bynes and see if we can find her
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
Probably
crazy.
making bread.
I'm just mentioning her because yo, a lot of the child stars, like fam, they're on drugs, bro. They're kind of mad, fam. I don't know what they went through in their time acting or making music as a kid, but it looks like a lot of them ended up in a bad way after that shit.
So Amanda looks like this now.
Look at her, bro.
Is this what you saw?
Yo, you know what it is? It's probably like
Is this?
Holy.
Nah,
Amanda Bynes joins
I don't remember
OnlyFans.
what it was. I just remember looking at the woman. I'm like, she looks like she's not well.
Does this look well to you?
Nothing about it, bro.
What do
Yo.
you
The before and after pic right there.
Which one? You're saying right?
Any of them where they show her old pictures versus the updated ones. She
But yo,
looks crazy, bro.
anybody that became a famous at a young age, they always have a problem. Like they always have some mental problem or some type of
A lot
problem.
of them,
If they were
yeah.
at a young age, like look, these guys are what Disney's. This is Disney kids.
Nickelodeon's. This is Nickelodeon.
Okay, so it's like yo, when these guys start, they're famous at like what 10, 9.
Yeah, Amanda, yeah, she's probably about
You got
12, 13.
her.
The Amanda
By the
show.
time they get-
Orlando Brown,
By the time they get to 20, they're fried.
Justin Bieber.
Who's the
Who
next
else?
thing? No,
There's nothing.
Ryan
Demi.
Gos. Well, he
Nah,
know.
who's the thing that was? She's always changing her sexuality and identifying this thing. Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
Yeah,
what I'm
she's
saying?
cool too, Bredren.
I feel like
Zac Efron.
see all of the people that were naming this when they were young and famous. It was like, yo, this is what happens when you're older. You don't even know if your brain was able to handle that at that age. So
Yeah,
much
a
things
lot of-
may have happened. to you.
She's like a heroin addict, no?
Yeah, she does heroin just recreationally.
She was. She's a little different.
I mean, she does the shuffle.
I lie.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's just out
This
here
guy's
getting
he's got
bare
the crimson
plastic,
chin.
bare
Look how the
I seen this guy talking in an interview talking about, I never did nothing to my face.
whole
I'm like,
time.
yo, how can you say that to people?
My boy is flammable.
Oh, so apparently he said it was.
Nah, he looks like the Crimson Chin.
He looks
You
like
just
the
said
Crimson
You just said he's flammable. What does that even mean? I just thought of it. I'm like, hold on, why
Why is he
would that
flammable?
happen?
That's bare plastic, fam. So he's just flammable, bro. He just
That is crazy.
Holy.
Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know, man. Love yourself, bro. You know what it is? They need to find Christ.
I feel like
though.
they're. I feel like no.
You know what's funny?
it's
I
like
just thought
they're
about
dead
all this
inside.
tragic shit, and I just thought about Bow Wow. Like, yo, he didn't even turn out that bad. People just don't rate
Yo,
him.
did we get at Bow Wow? You know what? You know
Yeah,
Bow
you
Wow?
disrespected him like 2 weeks ago.
No. But that was 2 weeks ago. You guys hear
Oh,
that?
you knew disrespect.
Yeah. I don't even have no clip for it. But this nigga said Superhead Steffens is like one of the greatest women he's ever encountered in his life.
Yeah, because she taught him how to do laundry.
Yo, he's whatless, eh?
But you know what's funny? I went in the comment.
What do you mean this video vixen notoriously known for just sucking pipes nationwide taught you how to do laundry, Bredren?
She been through more pipes than Mario, fam. That's a lot.
She taught you how to do laundry. You went your whole big, short little life talking about, yo, you never wash no.
Man, bro. Yo, bro, what are you
Rewind
doing?
that. How did you do that? How did you do
What are you doing with your words right now? You're a big, short little life? Is that what you just said?
Well, he's a
about me?
big man, but he's short and has a life that was in alignment with
Holy
that. Big,
shit.
short little life. He never did no laundry.
Sometimes I regret mentioning people to you. 'Cause
Bro, I don't
didn't
even know how
that
this guy
is
gets
what we
the
were gonna
strays.
do.
Like,
Nah. We're just talking about child stars. He brought Bow Wow into the
I just
conversation.
brought
man
him up
said it
'cause-
wasn't even that bad for him.
That's not how we're. Yeah, I wouldn't even try to go. I would just like highlight and
X
like,
is
yo,
it
there's
wasn't. Watch.
people are
this.
doing drugs, getting plastic surgery, and all type of stuff. Bow Wow, he's just kind of corny now, and he
This
cut
is
off
why you
his
don't give
braids.
certain people a computer.
And then this guy just started
Like him and
flaming him
Google.
up.
Yeah, this guy's Google search flames. This guy.
I'm just trying to see if I can
Oh
find
yeah,
it.
because he said Superhead Corinne Steffens taught him how to do laundry. That was the example. Because he told Cam Newton like, oh, she's an amazing woman. She's more. He called her by her name instead of Superhead. He called her Corinne. And the man's like, a lie. You're on first name basis with this woman. Tell me more. And then the man's like, yo, she's more than just what she's known for. Like she's a divine. Like I don't know if he said divine, but she's like a fine feminine woman.
She might have turned Bow Wow out.
Madam, want to watch it?
I mean, you upload.
We're already here, bro.
Corinne Steffens.
See, even this nigga's disgusted. He's like, nigga, what?
Corinne was, yeah. Corinne Steffens.
Okay, yeah, I have to ask.
Yo.
You wanna know why? You say why?
Yo, bro, what's
The obvious.
Okay.
The obvious.
She's, like, when you talk about a woman,
I hate this nigga.
you gotta take out all the things you would know that comes to your mind when you say her name. If you really get a chance to know that woman, she's a, listen.
Am I tripping?
No, you're not. I'm telling you, bro. She's different. Like, and this is what I mean by different. Forget what she known for, forget what she
Yo,
do,
bro,
all
what's
that.
wrong
It's the fact that she know how to stay in your life for the rest of your life without being in your life. Like, that's some different type of power.
What does that mean?
And I'm gonna tell you
Nothing.
how. It's something so simple.
Fam, she just sounds like a slew thing that keep
illest,
on.
Yeah, she just
Illest
keeps
women
track of all the
like,
niggas
like
that she's
the
with.
illest.
He still can't
She
comprehend.
taught me how to wash clothes, bro. Something so simple.
Yo,
I did
bro,
not
someone
know how to
beat
wash
this nigga
clothes
up.
to this day. Every time I can be with whoever. I don't care who I'm with. I don't care where I go. If I see a laundromat, a bounce, a downy, the little bear.
See,
Corinne.
this is why he
I'm
does
at
this to
Target, I
himself.
see that. Laundry. Oh shit, Grant. Like,
Bro,
she
this
just,
is
I don't
insane.
know. That's the like. That woman is different, bro. Like that woman is
You
different.
know what's? I
with
don't
the
know if this
utmost
is,
high, but yeah.
I don't know if this is a good thing or this is a bad thing.
Nah, it is.
But this is not the first time we've had somebody sit across from me and
say her name?
Yeah, of course it's not, nigga. Everybody knows her.
No,
Like,
bro,
yo,
listen.
nah, for real.
I can't make this shit up.
And I don't like. Shout
Like,
out to her.
Big shout out to Corinne. They can say whatever they want to say about her. I swear to God, I'll back her.
But the thing is, the dude who said it was like, "Yo, bro, she's a hell of a woman."
I'm
Am I lying?
I'm
I
trying.
owe everything I love, like,
bro.
cause he was slicing it. It was like, bro,
Bro,
no,
nah,
she different, bro.
nah,
Bro, she different. Like,
that's-
she really like
bro,
cool. Like,
that's
she's
what-
like the homie, like for real.
I'm telling you.
That's
Okay,
the
I'm done with
homie?
these niggas, bro. I'm super.
But yo, you
That's
know
the
what's funny? I
homie.
went to the comment section, right? And there's beer niggas like defending the thing. He's like, yo, it's not, it's more than just laundry, bro. Don't let it go over your head, bro. She really put him on game. And I'm like, yo, for there's beer man's like defending what this guy was
They
saying.
want to find her.
Like as if it was valid. Like the laundry thing was like an analogy for so much more. And I'm just like, nah, fam, she did some laundry.
Nah, I'm
bro.
not gonna lie. The first comment I read is, yo, man really thought he said something deep. Yo, fam, I'm like,
Bro.
yo, what is, yo, man's like, yo, dude got turned out.
She knows. That's what I said. She knows
So
that.
he's
She knows,
just-
she knows how to stay in your life without being in
All
your
the
life.
other child stars had a tragic ending. He's just corny, bro. Like he just says dumb shit for no reason. That's his ailment. But
He can't help it. He
like,
can't
what's
help
worse
it.
though? What's like the tragic drug story or like just being a jackass? Like
I
everywhere
think
you
being a
go?
lame ass nigga, because at least you can shake the drugs.
So you can't shake being lame, man. Can't unlame him.
Yo, when you put it like that, that's crazy stuff.
Like imagine
Yeah.
he wakes up his best self every day.
He's
Lame ass
sober.
nigga.
I'm not gonna lie.
There's
from
nothing
when I
affecting
seen
his
him-
brain other than his own
Hype.
this, like
Listen, from when he did the
that.
picture where he had the tippy toe with Sierra, it was a wrap. The 106 in Park picture where he had the tippy toe, I'm like, that's
you
it.
know why it's fucked up?
You know it's crazy too on the
He
side.
was a kid, so it was like almost forgivable.
Fam, you
as
can't
a
tippy
kid.
toe, bro. Be you.
But now he's still tippy toeing as a man, fam.
Because he,
See what I'm
was,
saying?
he was already that height at that
Yo, I'm
age.
not gonna lie to you. If any of the man,
Mentally, he's that height.
if
That's
any of
his
the man them
problem.
try to convince me that a thing in the similar nature as Corinne's Superhead step, so, fam, her road name is Superhead, fam. Superhead. You're over there talking about no, fam, she'll change your life. Laundry, bro. Yo, Superhead. Nigga, you know how much Lil Wayne I listened to growing up? You know how much he talks about getting his dick sucked by this thing? I'm gonna go, she's the homie, bro.
I don't think Lil Wayne had one bar about his laundry.
Not a
Not
single
one.
damn.
Not that I can recall. Like I don't think he ever told me about no Tide, no Bounty, or nothing.
Nah.
Do you know how much dick you gotta suck to be called Superhead, nigga? This bitch is like, bam, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Bow Wow. Let's. Superhead's worth $8.5 million. Superhead's.
Bow Wow might be right.
That's a world-renowned mouth.
Bow Wow.
So,
Well, that book was real big. Remember?
yeah, the book. She's the Vixen
She
series
talks
of
about
book.
Jay-Z and everybody, right?
Yeah,
All
she
types of niggas.
she sucked a lot of dick. That's what it's about, man. She's 46 years old and she's been around the block, changing lives, bro. One bow wow at a time. Anyhow,
Crazy.
it's super crazy. You know what? Let's move on to a little more politely mannered thing. Were you guys aware that? Let me see where it is. ChatGPT being polite to ChatGPT is costing it like millions of dollars. Were you aware? Do you use ChatGPT
It's
right now?
costing it millions of dollars.
Yes, for just processing.
Because you're funny.
No, it says that you're not supposed.
You're gonna have to elaborate.
I
so
will.
don't
Hold on.
understand
Let me figure out where I'm going with this. Oh no. Oh, there it is. ChatGPT. Sorry, I found the article. Boom. So boom. Reports say that simply saying please and thank you to ChatGPT come with a surprising price tag, costing the company tens of millions of dollars in electricity, responding to a user on X. Basically, they're encouraging you not to be polite to the actual ChatGPT. Now, this, I guess it just like from what they're saying, it costs money on the just processing power and the electricity used for the ChatGPT to formulate a response to your politeness. But I also seen these memes and clips and they're little comics, and they're not really relevant or a thing, but like, yo, when AI starts getting sentient, it's gonna remember you didn't use no manners, You never said please and thank you once, just had mere requests, right? Yeah.
Oh, so simply, I guess, because the extra words you
Yeah.
gotta put in to be
It just costs processing.
polite, it's just, and it costs them how much money?
Tens of millions of dollars.
Just for some
How do
thank
they
yous?
even calculate the cost?
electricity
of
bill.
a search.
Electricity. That's what I've gathered. Let's I'll do a deeper dive.
So I guess wherever they have their servers, it required more power.
So wait, you're telling me it's okay to be freaky with ChatGPT, but you can't say thank you?
Yes.
Remember, people program this thing.
Not for respect.
So here,
Freakiness.
Freaky.
so last week, an ex-user posted, I wonder how much money OpenAI has lost in electricity costs from people saying please and thank you with their models. Seen? This post has been viewed 5.7 million times. A survey released in February that people, I'm trying to see if there's an actual figure amount. Researchers at the financial advice of the best program, ChatGPT needs 1.059 billion kilowatts an hour of electricity on average every year. That would amount to an annual expenditure of about $139.7 million on energy costs alone for the AI chatbot. Basically, so I guess just with all the power that's required from operating this, useless prompts and useless things, just extra finicky fluff on your words or pleases and thank you, it all gets factored into the computing costs and the cost to run electricity. Yeah. It costs money because then you got to use the water to cool it. You got to water cool it. AI also requires a substantial amount of water to cool the servers that power it. Research from the University of California, Riverside, showed that ChatGPT requires 1,408 milliliters of water, or about 3 16-ounce bottles worth, to generate a 100-word email. It also takes 40 to 50 milliliters of water to generate a 3-word "you are welcome" response from ChatGPT. It's a lot. You never really take this in when you're thinking about, when you're using or interacting with these things.
No, not at
I don't really
all.
even interact with it.
Well, I do remember from crypto, like when the man were messing with the crypto thing, like even the whole Bitcoin mining operations. I remember people always talking about how much power that would use, and people that were even trying to set up things in their own house to have to like calculate if the cost of power, like electricity, would be worth
how mining the Bitcoin,
money they would make, So that's what made me realize that a lot of these like computer programs or some of this new technology that people are using is very like power intensive. But I didn't really think about that though,
Yeah. That's why Trump wants Greenland, I hear. Oh shit, so Greenland's got some chilling towers and Trump's got his eye on them. It's cold over there. In the Arctic, brother. More on that coming later. Yo, you guys want to hear about the history of the treatment for depression? bracing. I got something for you guys.
What is that last part? Where'd that last part come from? What?
No. Because so basically, the treatment for depression and bracing, they share a similar history. I'm gonna enlighten the man. See?
Treatment for bracing?
No. The treatment for depression. It's not a treatment for bracing. It's just bracing also coincides with the history of the treatment.
Just go and do your thing, see?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
So if you're depressed, don't brace.
Well, you guys ready? Oh, what the fuck? What did I do here?
This was how anxiety and depression were treated in the past. Women who experienced mood swings and melancholy were taken by their husbands to the doctor, who diagnosed them with a condition known at the time as hysteria, which, interestingly, comes from the Greek word hystera, meaning uterus, and is now recognized as anxiety. In the doctor's office, treatment was promptly initiated, which was nothing more than a pelvic massage aimed at achieving hysterical paroxysm, now normalized as orgasm, but at the time believed to reposition the uterus to its correct place. So many women repeatedly sought consultations and requested this treatment for hysteria that doctors became exhausted by the end of the day. Because of this, they invented a vibratory device to perform the treatment more quickly, eliminating the need for manual intervention by the doctor, and that's how the vibrator was born. At the time, it was known as a healing artifact, owned only by the nobility. Later, however, for some reason, it became extremely popular among women, turning into a product labeled as sinful and losing the context of its original creation.
You give them an inch, you give them an inch, they take a mile.
Yeah. This guy's saying a lot over there with his face, bro.
Bro, what is this?
It's the history of depression, bro. What's wrong with you?
This is fucking foolish.
Yo,
bro.
The craziest one was that the doctors,
the
doctors were just tired.
Did you Google any of what you just watched?
Yo, it's all world starting.
Even my youth's voice doing the narration, like, this is foolishness.
I don't know, man.
Them got carpal tunnel.
Man, those wrists are tired at the end of the day, fam. Man, over there lie.
Yo, married women said, yo, they have a menstrual problem.
The comment said the doctor got tired of playing with pussy all day. Niggas switch hands then. Damn, your grandma was in the streets historically.
I'm not gonna lie, they didn't even have no soap and things
Women
like that.
been belonging to the streets. The husbands didn't know what they were doing back then either. For anybody who's going for, nope, not watching that one. I treated my wife for hysteria.
But you just skip over it.
I know, some long shit I didn't care about. Yeah, I didn't care about it. Yeah. Moral of the story was them white men was never putting it down. Yo, that's crazy. Once the treatment was applied, the patient showed remarkable improvement.
Say they went to go see John Redcourt.
Yo!
They don't know about John Redcourt.
They went to go see John Redcourt.
Bro, you don't even want this guy treating your woman for headaches, bro.
Yo, that's the original John Redcourt right there.
Yo, but he was tired, bro. The man needs to outsource, bro. You see the man say, yo, I created this device. They're using my healing what do they call it? The tool for healing for devious purpose.
Devious purpose.
You guys have.
It's the first girl who decided to be devious. He was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, and
I don't even got anxiety.
And from then, bracing was spawned out of depression.
That's crazy.
You had no idea.
I don't even know what to say about that.
It's not on his algorithm.
Yo, I swear, that's not on my. I just didn't come across that video.
It's gonna pop up now when he's in the whip. But fuck,
bro.
Question.
Oh,
speaking of depression, has nothing to do with depression. Yo, what's the man's take on a fillet of fish? Have you ever had one?
Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
I told you it had nothing to do with depression.
Yeah, nah, I don't care what you said, bro. It's what you did. I don't like it. The whole sequence of events, bro. Anyways.
So we went from playing with fish to eating. I got
you. This is all out of pocket,
we went from
bro.
this to fillet.
Yeah, that's wild.
I guess there's a lot of filet and fish.
So what's my thoughts on a filet o fish?
Have you tried one?
Have you ever had one?
I've had one before.
Yo, what's your analysis of it, bro?
Want to
Yo, because off the back of the convo, it's just
not a filet o brace.
Like, I just wanted to say no.
Brace o fish?
I just wanted to say no after the sequence of events, bro. Usually, if you started with that question, like, I had one. Now it's like, Yeah, I had one, man. Fuck.
Oh, man.
But I don't know. It's whatever. It's like a fucking square fish stick, bro, with some ketchup. Like, it's kind of what it's.
You like it?
Yo, you have to have the filet o fish with cheese.
To be honest, no. Like, out of all the other things you can get at McDonald's, not really, because it's not even that filling either.
Nah.
Like, you're trying to make shit work. If you're at McDonald's, you're on a budget. You're trying to make shit work for you, right? Like, the fish, like, bro, no.
The filet o
some
fish.
chicken.
How you feel about it, cuz?
The filet o fish with cheese and some tartar sauce. It can go on.
Kangwan, would you order another one in your big age?
I mean, I'm not. The burger ain't big. I'm not paying for that. So it's like, it's not worth the price. But like, you know,
Well, this user seems to think
I see
otherwise.
people go there on Good
Yeah,
Friday.
that's a nice
Yo, I
thing.
don't give
That
a
was
fuck
expensive.
what nobody has to say. Filet of fish from McDonald's is definitely top 5 best.
That looks like it's the
sandwich
honey
from a
mustard
fast
too. It
food
might be
restaurant.
booming.
This shit right here, it's like they catch the fish as soon as you order the fucking sandwich, homie. This shit right here, come on, man. This shit is A1 sandwich right here, homie. You see that fucking cheese on that tartar on there? Come on, man.
See, I told you. He knows.
said it was crazy.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yo,
He
bro,
knows what he's talking about.
that should be a commercial. You see that fucking cheese and that tartar on there?
Yo, I'm telling you,
bro.
once you get the cheese,
That accent is crazy.
bro, the cheese and the tartar sauce.
Hey, yo, I'm not even gonna lie. Even how it looked, that was immaculate. Still, he got like a commercial grade sandwich.
Yeah. The color was
bro.
booming.
Everything was in order. Like the shit wasn't falling apart. Like, bro, he got an A1
He had to
sandwich.
record it. That's why he had to.
Nah, that's all I was like, yo, I see the video. I was like, yo, I might have to see this, bro.
I
Because
see what he's dealing with over there, bro.
I told you
can
the right. He
respect
knew
that.
the ingredients. I know the ingredients.
Me personally, I try to stay away from McDonald's because that shit is terrible for you. But if you're already there, and you might want a sandwich that looks like that, bro. You might want it.
Will you get it? Depends on location.
But I get it. I'm not eating McDonald's.
No, I'm just
no more.
saying, will you get that type of like
Oh, you're not getting that one.
presentation?
No, I don't even-
It
I don't
depends
even know.
on the location.
It's crazy. I don't even like. Okay,
The
I rap.
the one-
I just
the
know
one
the
by
ones I
Park
got
Hold on, hold on,
previously
hold on.
didn't look like that.
I don't even think they come standard looking like that, bro.
No.
And like nowadays, it's like it might all be an Indian sandwich or something, fam. Like it's not even coming in like super. Like I don't know, you're not getting it. Like when I go to Tim Hortons, nothing is
Hey,
what it
I'll
used to
put a
be.
little bit more respect on McDonald's, see?
Yeah.
Because no matter who they hire,
You
it's
think
still McDonald's.
All right. I
Tim
give it.
Hortons, fam, you're at the mercy of whoever's behind that cash register.
Yo, I've
That's
seen they've been
between
serving
you
up some
and
disrespect.
them.
They've been serving up some disrespect at Tim Hortons.
Bro, I seen a man post on Instagram. It was like a fucking bagel with like a block of cream cheese between it.
So what happens when you ask for extra?
Yo, there was like the proportions was crazy, fam. It looked like an ice cream sandwich, bro. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Tim Hortons, they've just let themselves go. But I will say, like, I've never had that kind of experience when I did go to McDonald's.
That's fucking madness. Speaking of new things in the world, because that's what we're talking about, scientists claim to have discovered a new color never seen before by humans. Y'all seen that before?
Yes.
Well, according to the reports, researchers in the USA have discovered a new color called Olo. During an experiment involving laser pulses directed into the eye by stimulating specific retinal cells, participants reportedly saw a unique blue-green hue. Scientists identified a similar blue-green hue as a shade closest visible to the approximation to Olo. Though they emphasized the newly perceived color was significantly more saturated, unlike anything ever seen before. The findings published in Science Advances were called remarkable by co-author Professor Ren Ng. I don't know what that means. Through some expert questions whether it truly qualifies as a new color. Now, if I go to the comment section, madam are talking about they used to see this on the old school Hondas. Has madam seen this color before?
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk Hondas.
You know what's
Like,
crazy?
yo.
I had an Audi this color one time.
Realistically, it's possible we've never seen that shade, but we've seen a shade that's like marginally different that basically looks the fucking same. So even if that is a brand new color, it's not groundbreaking, bro. We've seen some shit that looks like that already.
Yo, bro, everyone in the comment section, nigga, this shit's the Midori green from the 96 Honda Civic hatchback. Bro, I don't seen that shit before. This color is my old.
You're reading it with the accent.
This that Blaha Blast, nigga. It's turquoise, but go off.
It is that Baja Blast.
You know what I'm saying? That's the green from the pack of Newport cigarettes, nigga. We got a new color before GTA 6.
Why are you reading them like this?
He's stupid.
Scientists are slowly losing credibility. I guess the 90s and 2000s.
Yo, bro, they only have two voices. Like,
that shit is crazy.
Like, you don't even know how to speak normal.
Nah, you gotta do audiobooks, bro.
If a nigga can make up colors, I can make $1 billion off a parlay. That'd be my favorite color for years. Stop it.
Stop it.
I don't know, I'm just reading. This is Vine Green. This is the Roblox hair colors 10 years ago, but nice try. Yo, honestly, I'm not allowed. The man thought they did something. The man did nothing still.
They did a whole lot.
I don't even know why they had to announce that.
Now.
Because they had to let you know what you didn't see before.
Yeah, they did a lot of nothing, bro.
Madam want to hear Tracee Ellis Ross, or Madam have other questions?
Oh, we could do that one.
Oh, you guys know what she's talking about? We could do it.
I seen that. Well,
I didn't really see this.
I was watching some shit on there earlier today, still.
Okay.
She's not happy about things.
Honestly, her eyes.
No, she wasn't really like.
She's low key not happy about things, fam.
You feel so?
Okay, yeah, I agree. No, the way you said at first was like she was like being like kind of like rude or like angry or something. She's not really angry, but I don't believe that she's as happy as she's pretending
you know what's crazy?
that she is.
Since girlfriends, I always thought she had like the Maggie Simpson eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's looking right at you.
Sorry, hold on. Let's read this. Tracee Ellis Ross dates younger men to avoid toxic masculinity in her age group with her passionate eyes, and Michelle Obama.
Why they gotta take
we've
those
talked
two
about this,
pictures?
that often I date younger men. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a
Several
great dinner.
snaps on that
we
one.
had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, "But why?" And I said, "Well, maybe because I can."
Yes, Parish. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracee's.
It's fun. It's very fun to share.
Tracee tales.
But
you date a younger
I'm sorry.
But one of the
younger men.
reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, "What is this about?"
Yeah.
Because I want a partner, and so often, and it's not just that I'm older. I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men, I mean, we've talked about men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize and I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
Word. What did the man think of this take of Tracee Ellis Ross?
I seen all the shit I seen was like a minute longer or some shit. And then she went on to talk about how the younger guys, they're more open with their thinking and they're more into gender fluidity and they're open with their sexuality and they're not homophobic and things.
Wait, what?
Oh, go on, fam. What you trying to do with this guy, bro? But yeah.
Just try to groom him.
You know what it is?
Yo, the thing out the video I was watching, it was like a man doing a reaction. That's what he said. Still, he's like, yo, sound like you trying to groom this guy. Like, what are you into right now? Like,
well, let's refer to the comment section. It says, translation, I date young men I can control while men my age require me to submit. How does the man feel about that sentence?
I feel that's not too far-fetched.
I don't know why, like, there's no point in my life where I let a woman control me based on age. But the way she's describing those guys, like the gender fluid guys or just more open-minded guys, they just sound like a little...
Do you agree with their...
It sounds weird.
Do you have anything about her take on men of her generation basically having a mindset more of traditional masculinity and that traditional masculinity being coincide with toxicity?
Yeah, it just sounds like there's a lot of women that don't want to be told what to do by their man. It's weird because women generally seek leadership qualities in a man, but then it's like they want to tell him how he's supposed to lead her. It's almost like you want to play for a team. You want to play for the school basketball team, and then you want to tell the coach how to coach. I feel like there's a lot of that going on. Like there's like a power struggle. Like they don't.
That's what. Okay, you know
submit.
what? In her take, like the power struggle thing kind of stands out. Or it resonates because I do believe, like, with the dynamic in which she is pursuing, it does seem like she has a lot more of the power or autonomy or control in the dynamic how she wants to kind of navigate it. Where it's like
how she describes her relationship with the younger guy.
Yeah,
like
where
she's
it's like
the one kind of in charge.
She's the
of
power
things.
structure, whereas like she wants something that would be a little more submissive, or basically not against the submissive nature of certain things. Whereas a more traditionally, like an older school mindset or more traditional mindset, maybe under the guidance of like, yo, I'm the man, I run this thing, and
That's
you're
her
my
mindset.
woman. Yeah,
She's
you know?
the man. And she runs things.
Do you think that's working against her? Or do you think that like how she's conducting herself and her position is like it's fine, like, you know, like she'll make how old is Tracee Ellis Ross?
46.
Okay,
I think she's like 50.
Tracee,
she's like 52 or some shit.
Tracee Ellis Ross she's 52. Oh, you're good at age.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm guessing she doesn't have kids.
Does she not have kids?
No, because she talks about she doesn't even have a partner. She talks about
and
like
so there was more. And she did briefly reference like the regret of not having a family, but then like went on to be like, but it's all right. I got this, I got that kind of thing. But like there was a moment where like she said that, you know, and just basically referenced like her disappointment towards not having kids and all that. And it's like, well, that's a very significant thing. You'll never be able to do it now because like it's very unlikely you'll conceive a child at your age. And yeah, I bet like I almost feel like what she's doing now is like a coping mechanism. Your attitude has made it difficult for the men you respect to align themselves with you. And so now you have to get with guys who are younger, maybe physically attractive, but I doubt you feel fulfilled by that. And I doubt that like you can't even have a kid. If he's a young man, he probably wants kids. Like you can't give him what he wants either.
You're also trying to make it like you're trying to normalize that that's okay. It's not really. It shouldn't be okay to be that age and not have a partner or at least have children. Like I don't think it's okay.
So what about the sentiment that she proposed about men in her generation being more toxic than I guess the men of this current generation? Do you agree with that?
I think the word toxic is disrespectful. Like they just have standards that you don't agree with. And it's as simple as that. They're not asking for anything bad, and they're not like harming anybody with their standards. Like as we understand traditional values to be, that's just not harmful. So I don't know why she would deem it as toxic. But I also find it funny that like women will support a narrative like this. But if a man said, I only like to talk to younger women because they don't behave like older women, they're easier for me to get along with, and they're more open to my ideas, they'd say he's grooming her. They'd call him a predator and all types of
I
other
do think the
negative
double
things.
standard is present in that regard. I do think that if a man were to say the exact same sentiments, not changing anything in the position of which he holds, like to hers, he would be. They would get at him. Right, the internet would be like, "Oh my God, you're grooming! Oh my God, this is what predator looks like beyond aware. This is what grooming is." Like, I do think that exists.
I think.
But the craziest thing is like, how can you be 52 and talk about the men in your generation when it's like that generation was based off of like morals and like, you know what I'm saying? Like she comes from that type.
Well,
like,
she doesn't agree with said morals.
I know, but that's the thing.
apparently.
Like
she wants you to
she
be
should,
more
like,
gender
but her
fluid
talking
and
about.
stuff.
But her talking about, oh, like the men in my generation is like they should be like that. They should be wanting these certain things. You should be wanting to do or like submit at some type of level.
Well, apparently she sees it differently, but I just don't think that would be to most women's benefit. Like most of you are seeking a man who has leadership qualities. Those are the things that you desire, and that man would want a woman who's adhering to his leadership. So it doesn't make sense that you like would seek out that type of personality and then reject it when you get it. So now she's with the softer, more submissive younger guy. I feel like eventually she'll be dissatisfied with that, and then she'll be too old to give him a family, and then they're gonna have to part ways. And
or he's gonna realize he can't make a family and just go his way.
So then, given her status or her position right now, what would you say is the youngest that would be she could respectfully pursue? Because I'm assuming she's not pursuing 25-year-old men and
I think in a general
18-year-old
sense, I
boys.
wouldn't really recommend women to talk to a younger man. Now, exceptions do exist, but generally they express that they want the characteristics of an older, more experienced man. So I would expect at her age that she would probably be going for somebody at least around her age.
Stella got her groove back.
Yes, another man in his like early 50s. I feel like that would probably make the most sense.
Yeah, I get, but then again, it goes back to, I guess, what she just wants out of her experience.
I think this is a default. I think she realized that she kind of like wasted her younger years trying to be the boss of things. And now the men that she's interested in are not interested in her. I think there's more so they're not interested in her than she's not interested in them. But like, obviously I couldn't prove that. So she's going to say that she's the one rejecting them. Okay.
I feel like her role on Girlfriends is really her. Like, she's kind of socially awkward. I feel like she.
Yo, I'm not lying. I never even like. I don't know.
I don't recall what role she played. I did watch that show as a kid, but for some reason I don't remember.
Because even in
it.
Girlfriends, she had trouble dating.
I never watched Girlfriends.
Like,
It was one of those shows like it came on and like you just have it there passing by until like the Parkers or something.
She had trouble dating.
Yeah, so I did watch it, but I don't remember like.
Yeah, it was like
character.
I just know they had that real fruity black guy that used to hang with them.
The money bag yo.
yeah.
Money bag yo, that's crazy. As soon as you said that, I wrote like,
he looks like that. Hold on. I'm gonna find this guy.
Because he's lacking like a chin. Like this
facial hair. He had no facial hair.
Yeah, this area is just
and he
too
had
smooth.
no line.
There's no
like
definition.
Like his
bro.
afro
You got
wasn't
the round joint. Yeah.
Money bag yo is crazy. Don't worry, fam. I'm ahead of it, bro.
Not friends, girlfriends. Yeah. This guy. Yeah. Can you make him bigger? I want people to really see what we're talking about.
Yo, that's the craziest photo too.
You said money bag, yo, and I immediately knew you were talking about this guy.
This guy's crazy.
Nuts. It's the chin area. I'm not even trying to diss. It's just this.
What's this guy's name?
Reggie
Hayes. Reggie.
It's a crazy picture though. The madam can't never take no picture. Don't ever be in no picture holding your neck side like this. Holy. Hold on a minute. Who's that nigga on the left?
That's the nigga, bro. That's Moneybag Yo.
So other people have made this comparison?
Yeah.
He has him in the video.
Oh,
he's
okay.
in the
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, even Moneybag Yo.
You just said it and it made me laugh. I didn't know this was like a thing.
You're telling me they don't look related?
Bro, that's why I knew what he was saying as soon as he said it.
That's his good little bro. His good little bro.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Yeah, that's Moneybag Hey.
That's...
Moneybag
All right, bro. Moneybag hello.
He looks like an excellent youth. Like, bro, you bring him around your parents, but
he
you
looks
go
like he
anywhere.
always has something to tell you.
He giggles.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy as hell, bro.
Sorry, we're done looking. That's crazy. But yeah, him and his overly feminine. What the hell? Is this how he looks, or who's this? That's not him now, is it?
I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
going
getting
down
off
the rabbit
topic.
hole.
Sorry. You're right.
This is about right now.
I was just shaking it, but it was girlfriend checks ain't hit to save no more. Eh? Yeah, back to the subject matter though. Tracee Ellis Ross and her Bredrens.
Yeah, I don't like her calling the Madam's traditional values toxic. I think that's a little unreasonable.
I just think she's socially awkward. I think she's socially awkward and she just can't like find somebody that's just like.
Hold on, a side note. Hold on. Do the Madam think she's bad?
No.
Or has ever been bad? 'Cause I never was attracted
She has
to
an
her.
alright body.
She has a big body still.
She has an alright
That's
body,
where it
yeah,
ends
but
for me.
indicate like what do we like?
Her eyes though.
I mean,
Yeah, she looks permanently surprised, man.
well, some mans may not want to look.
Like she
at
got
that
the
for
little
too long.
Dirk eyes.
She's just always
Nah, don't even do Dirk like that. He didn't do nothing to you.
But you
He's
not
look
seen
like
Dirk's
that.
eyes? Dirk always looks very
Yeah,
like,
but it's not as like
Dirk
defined.
seen death, fam.
so is she, bro.
Dirk seen death, fam.
Nah.
You know what? No, she doesn't have the Dirk eyes. Dirk has like lost puppy eyes.
Honestly, as funny as her eyes look, bro, I haven't seen other funny-eyed women with a man, bro. It's,
Yo, funny what?
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It's her personality, bro. She made it clear. She doesn't like these niggas. She doesn't like that they try to tell her what to do or whatever the case.
Did you watch Black Mirror?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see her in Black Mirror?
Yeah, she's moving like how she talks right now.
Yo,
She's
buddy.
moving how she's moving like especially if you want a kid, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna.
Yeah. That wasn't crazy. But you know what? Big up.
But it's funny how she released this and she played that role.
I thought you know what's crazy? I thought it was synonymous too.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like it makes so much sense because it's like she says this and then the character she plays like, oh, you're kind of heartless.
Heartless.
But then you see like Gabrielle Union, doesn't she play mere characters that are just unlikable and like
Isn't Gabrielle Union doing things that I don't approve of?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like she usually plays like these like strong, independent black woman characters, and then that's how she's going in with her man.
I just know
She's
Gabrielle.
out there, like her man paints his nails, right?
Can't
See what I'm
lie.
saying?
He was
All right,
he was
bro.
a top.
Dwayne Wade's over there. Yeah, Dwayne Wade's being carried down with
this guy gets colorful with his fingertips. You didn't know that?
Yeah, he does things the man don't approve of still.
Yeah. Him and his daughter's son just over there doing weird stuff.
His daughter's son is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they run
what he wanted to do.
They do a lot of circular laps in that house,
You don't
bro.
see LeBron over there with his son in the NBA. This guy's over there with his son in a dress. They're just living different, fam.
Word.
Yeah.
You know what? Dwayne Wade fix up, but I don't even know. You know what's crazy? You said that, and I searched up pictures of Dwayne Wade, and I'm like, is this nigga zesty, bro?
He is still.
You might have think, yo, I'm gonna pull it up so you niggas can see what I'm looking at. But
I know what's going on still.
I know he's zesty, fam.
you know, like I don't know about all that, bro. Something about this guy you don't raise your children right, bro. It's weird still. But do your thing. Do your thing, bruv.
Yeah, I was just pointing out that like it seems to be a pattern of people playing characters that are similar to their real life.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, see again, we're not supposed to go down the rabbit hole. That's not what this is about. Now we just have a bunch of questionable figures on the screen right now. We don't need this.
I didn't know what was going on over there. I knew they were super open-minded and calling.
I told you about the man's daughter's son. You didn't know what's going on. We don't need to see this.
All right. We're done. My fault. I didn't realize that that's how it's moving over there. It's loose in America.
I don't even blame America. It's loose in that man's house.
That's Gabrielle's loose.
Word. Speaking of things on the loose, I don't want to see an alien flying over Colombia.
Sure, why not?
All right.
All the strange things happen over there anyway.
Things happen over there. It's crazy. He probably always trying to get some veneers, bro.
He's looking for a bad BBL thing.
Man, don't know what this is.
The sphere right here?
Yeah. You see the thing floating?
Where are they, in the jungle?
Yeah, listen, bro. Listen. I'm getting tired of these grainy fucking 144p videos, bro. Trying to tell me about some shit, bro. I don't want to hear it.
They recorded it on Cousin's phone.
Yeah, what you let me find out you were in Colombia making this shit, bro. Talking about I seen aliens. Stop playing with me, bro. The hell?
Yeah.
2025, and that's the alien video? For real? I'm not having it, bro.
They didn't record it on an iPhone still.
Yo, those are the type of videos when I'm watching the first 48 and they're talking about this was you. He's like, he starts crying and shit. It's like, fam, that could be anybody.
You know
just say no.
Yeah. You know what's crazy too? Since 2025 and like everybody got smartphones, you know I ain't never seen no claims of Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot. Like these niggas, like, yo, Bigfoot was a popular nigga back in them times. Like back in the 90s,
all
early
gave
2000s.
you the stare back. You're taking a picture?
I don't know. We still have no clear
4K
footage.
camera phones. It's like, yo, we can't really pull that off, bro.
Man, I can't find the Yeti, no Bigfoot, no Sasquatch, no Loch Ness Monster. Not going on,
It'll pop out when your phone don't work.
Yeah, like holy, like, cause your phone works? Did I even believe?
My camera's broken, my pop out.
Nah, niggas don't swim like that. He asked me if the Loch Ness Monster would be black.
Isn't he in like Ireland?
Yeah, he
Scotland?
drinks, he drinks
over
beer
here.
and thing, fam.
Whiskey.
Right? Sasquatch is not black. Niggas don't go camping. Bigfoot, he might be black. Niggas got big feet. You know what I'm saying? The Yeti, that's a
racial thing?
The Yeti's Caucasian, bro.
He's the cousin of the Bigfoot, though.
He's the Caucasian cousin, fam. I swear Yeti's white, Bredren.
Yeah, he lives. He's Czech Republic.
What?
Yeah, he's Balkan, Bredren.
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy? You're telling me you've never seen a stoic Balkan man looking like this? Hold on a sec.
He's stoic. Yo, bro, stop with these words, man.
You just never seen a nigga. He drinks vodka, bro.
He hits himself with the beer.
He eats pierogies and thing, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can smell it.
Yeah. Oh, sauerkraut and sausage is a deadly combo,
That
bro.
sounds crazy. Fam.
Yeah. You respect nothing about good smells. Any other random things, Sasquatch? No, we just got that. Like the leprechaun would be. Nah, he was in the hood. Leprechaun went to the hood, but he was.
Yeah. The madam was trying to get him for some loot.
He wasn't having it, bro.
He was a goon.
Yo, I didn't like how yo fam. He dealt with everybody rough though. Leprechaun is crazy. Anyhow, that's pretty much it I got going on in my world of things. Yeah, what's going on, madam?
I don't know, Mitch, what you got over there?
Man, shit. What do we have here? You guys hear about the shooting last night?
Yeah.
The police shot somebody?
Tell us about it, man. Do you have?
I already have no. I was about to get into my other topics, but
What did I hear about? I heard a nigga
Was
got
at,
shot.
Bathurst and Shepherd.
Oh, was that bad? Somebody died, right?
Yeah, they rinsed him in the car.
Was it a youth?
Yeah, I seen a video.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
video.
it was like I think there's like I seen a video and there's like 2 youths on the ground handcuffed and then there's a youth like they're giving them CPR.
I seen the one of the cops shooting up the car.
Yeah, so there's one cop shooting it in the front and there's a next cop shooting. I think.
Was it a swap out though? Were they shooting it back?
Nah, I think they.
The video's grainy as hell. All these videos are terrible.
25 year grainy
Yeah,
video.
bro.
Yo, because the video's from somebody filming from a balcony. It's like somebody zooming in from the balcony, but like I think they probably pulled over the car, and the madam had the stick on them, and then it was kind of just like, oh shit, you have a stick, and boom.
How'd it go from that?
Should we bother playing it?
Yo, it's your discretion.
Whatever. I'll play some grainy videos. We already did one.
Man, I don't know what you do, but I don't know what you been through.
Does madam think the cops are trigger happy, or like do you think it's justified?
I don't know. I need to see the situation. I can't make any claims on that until I see what's going on or have a little bit more understanding of the actual situation at hand. That's why I asked if it was a swap out, right? Like, was it valid?
Well, there wasn't. See, the thing is like the only like the video.
Holy, this is worse than the Colombia video.
That was pulled over near Bathurst and Shepherd, and shortly after, one officer rushes to the front of the car, and a second officer moves to fired.
It's crazy. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
The shooting sent one person to hospital with life-threatening injuries. The province's police watchdog is investigating and will shows officers interacting with a person in a vehicle that was pulled over near Bathurst and Shepherd. And shortly after, one officer rushes to the front of the car and a second officer moves to the rear and shots are fired.
How do people even go to jail with this kind of footage?
Yeah, I'm not too certain, actually.
That was so grainy, but yeah.
Well, I guess the nigga, they knew who they were shooting. Anyways, what do I think of that situation? That situation, I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened. I need more details as to that situation to confidently speak about it.
Yeah, I don't have much details on it.
But yo, rest in peace and my condolences to those who lost, family members and loved ones. You get me?
Yeah. Well, I have a next video you can watch. So
better quality.
Hopefully.
Yeah. This one has a little bit more
Relationships
respect.
is subjective, bro. I don't know what you and your girl going through, and I can't tell y'all how to handle y'all business. Sit here and talk 50-50. I'm gonna stay out of the conversation. I work, but my kids ain't never had a babysitter. My kids ain't had to go to Head Start at 3 years old. I ain't knocking it for niggas had to do that. I'm just saying mine was raised in their home, so they rooted in who they are. That's what I believe in.
I can't hear
your mom around you all the time.
Out.
Your grandma around you all the time. I don't have these conversations with because
I
just thought he was saying nigga a lot.
Fam, but no, it just keeps cutting itself out.
through, and I can't tell y'all how to handle y'all business. Sit here and talk 50-50. I'm gonna stay out of the conversation. My girl ain't never worked, but my kids ain't never had a babysitter. My kids ain't had to go to Head Start at 3 years old. I ain't knocking it for niggas had to do that. I'm just saying I was raised in their home, so they rooted in who they are. That's what I believe in.
I can't hear
Mom
that.
around you
Why
all
is
the
this happening?
all the time.
I think he's
have these
swearing.
conversations with because
Yeah,
y'all don't-
that's what I'm saying.
He's not swearing that
that's how
much.
you rock. Get down. Get down.
It wasn't do like I watched
It's
this
a
video
relationship.
earlier. It wasn't doing
It's
nothing.
two people are 5 or 10. You want to harass?
Yeah,
That's
maybe
on
it's just
you.
a bad
So
connection.
what's he saying? What's like the?
Okay,
all
so
they do
pause it.
is-
Yeah. It
Oh,
just sounds like
league,
he's spitting a terrible verse right now.
This is too much. Yeah, basically.
Is your phone low battery or something?
Yo,
Nah.
I don't know. I'm thinking I'm trying to think of the realistic
why the
reason.
fuck
I know. You get at me so much. I'm just like,
Buddy, I thought you recorded the video on the shooting.
yo,
weren't you in Colombia? What the fuck?
This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why that just disrespected me. But yo, basically the man was saying like, yo, I'm tired of hearing these dumbass like podcast convos talking about like 50-50. Basically he was saying like Everybody's relationship is subjective, and it doesn't matter what you're doing over there. Keep that shit off the internet, you know? Like, that shit doesn't belong on the
You know
internet.
what? I agree.
Basically because it's going to create division between people, and you're just giving people more stuff to argue about. It's kind of like what he was
I agree.
saying.
I also feel like people get the wrong ideas, right? Like people want to base their realities off of shit they see on the internet. Meanwhile, that's not even applicable to the actual real life situation you're dealing with, right? So if you are like the average human experience, the average person is not making enough to support like fucking a full family, a full kids, a full wife in Toronto by themselves right now, or just here in North America. Realistically, I don't think that one income is the average that's sustainable for an entire household.
But I get my question from the video was basically, is it harmful to have discussions about people's relationship standards? 'Cause
No, I don't think it's.
he was kind of saying like, we don't need that shit. Like, keep it off the internet. You guys are causing more problems.
But he also doesn't have
You know
to
what it is
watch
though? No, that's the thing. I don't like people's effort to try to censor things, because I think that the discussions themselves, they're not necessarily harmful. I feel like I can see where people can get influence from, and if that's all you're being fed in your algorithm, it's like it'll kind of like, you know, it'll kind of like write your wiring, or you know what I mean? Like it'll kind of change your perspective. But like that being said, it's also your responsibility to be, I don't know, responsible or conscious of the content you're consuming, right? And then like where your ideals and values align with said content that you're consuming. So like I said, that's like people fucking saying, oh, Eminem didn't need to make the music he was doing. It was so profound. Oh, he's influencing the kids to do bad. Like shit. Whereas like, I'm not going to discredit the artist and tell them they shouldn't have put out the body of art. I'm going to tell you to educate yours around you and like kind of, you know, take some responsibility or accountability for parenting your kid. Same kind of thing with the accountability or the account for like the content you consume. So like I said, it's out there. Do you have to watch it? Do you have to consume it? No. If you don't agree with these conversations, you don't got to keep listening to them.
Facts.
Yeah. How you feel about it?
I mean, Cuz said, like it could be there. You don't have to like just tune into that only. You can definitely turn something on and watch something else. Like you don't have to. You can talk about it. It's fine.
You know what it is though? I do feel like his discrepancy, it just comes from the nature of how content is fed to people, especially through the algorithms, like the red pill shit, where it's like a lot of shit is so put in your face that it like the narrative that people pick up, it becomes harmful, right? Like I get what he's trying to say, but I don't think that, oh, stop talking about this stuff is like the right way to go about what he's trying to get across. I think there's probably a better way to articulate his position. Meanwhile, getting across the point where he like basically where his problem lies.
You want to see some of the comments?
Sure, man. Or they could just read them. You don't gotta like screen them.
So,
okay. Well, then
I'll just do that instead of me trying to like read it all out. Because this bare people, like people's take on it, I found was interesting.
You want me to read it, or are you gonna read it?
No, you narrate things. You go right ahead. Oh, my shit just popped up.
Oh, you guys know what he said?
He said he was you narrating.
Yeah. The only nigga on planet Earth that can keep a podcast mic. Go 50-50 in healing that family trauma there has been passed down. It's rage bait for engagement, but it's having real consequences on how our men and women engage with each other. I'm telling my kids that this was Albert Einstein. This won't get a lot of likes because it's preaching, and the community loves toxic combos. This is grown man talk.
Last one.
So stupid.
Lord, please take all podcast mics, but let this man keep his. Is that what we need?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's way too damn much. There's a lot of women in those comments.
Yeah, it's a lot of pattern. But yo, you know what it is though? It's because like, yo, remember the internet inflates a lot of shit. It sensationalizes a lot of shit. So what we see on the internet, people don't even always take it for like, as much as there's value and substance, there's also a level of entertainment that's associated with this, right? People don't know how to differentiate. Just the same way that people don't know how to differentiate the satire from the actual messages. And when I hear people like Andrew Tate that are so controversial, quote unquote, when I'm taking it like, buddy, this is clearly satire. Same thing. When you're looking at a bunch of whores or sex workers go on these podcasts and talk about their position and what they expect out of things, like, look at the surrounding. This is not the average person's experience. These people are like, they get by on this.
Yeah, so I don't know. I agree with you shouldn't be trying to censor people because you think it's better for them. Like, we're all adults, and like you trying to tell people that this shouldn't be put out because grown people are gonna argue over it just sounds foolish. We're not children. You don't need to protect
Kids
us from
consume this
ourselves.
content though. That's the problem. It's not. We're not all
They
adults.
consume a lot of things that's on the internet. So how far are we gonna
No,
take
but the sentence of we're all adults is just you got to be mindful that there are people that aren't adults, and maybe that's
when he was speaking, I believe he was speaking to an adult audience because he was talking about people sharing their relationship experience, which I don't believe he would be considering kids at that point. He was talking about, and most of the division is usually from adult people. Like all those comments that we just read were adults, you know, like those weren't kids. So just in terms of that, yeah, I don't think you need to censor things for grown people, you know? And also, so the video cut out, so you couldn't hear everything he said, but I told you I watched it earlier. So part of the shit that cut out was man was saying is like, yo, like I don't go 50-50 with my wife. Like she's never had to pay a bill and my kids don't have to go to daycare because they can stay home with
yeah, he makes enough money to provide for his family.
You know? Yeah, but I just thought it was funny because like it seemed like a little flex. Like maybe I just took it wrong. But it's flexing. It's like, yo, my woman doesn't have to go to work. But yo, fam, I don't want to hear about your relationship. See? That's personal. Keep that off the internet. But yo, my family doesn't have to do that. See? My kids don't have to go to daycare because yo, I take care of things. The big dog, you feel me? But like, yo, I don't want to hear about you guys, okay? Because you're just causing division. And I'm just like, I don't know. When I'm watching, I'm like, okay, if it's not supposed to be on the internet, why did you mention your personal
you
family
take
scenario?
everything with a grain of salt, bro.
So then it's like, who is this guy? And then I see all the women like, yes, take all the mics away.
He knows what
I'm
he
like,
did.
this guy just sounds like he's pandering, fam. Because if it really isn't important what people do in their household, why did you mention what's going on in your household?
Valid.
And that's why I was annoyed that the shit cut out because I'm like, I wanted it to play everything that he said.
You want to demand him to.
He knows what he was doing.
Yeah, I felt the man was pandering a little bit, bro.
Big pander. Who's that?
Yeah. The big pander, the real pander. All right, hold on. What else do we have here?
I don't know what to do.
This one doesn't require a video.
No, tell them how you feel, man.
Actually, yeah. Do you pay when you go out with your brethren to get something to eat? Do you pay separately or do you guys pay one bill?
Depends on the brethren.
Elaborate.
Yo, there's brethren that you could split the bill with, like, without having to separate it, see? Because both your financial standings are all right. You just know the financial status of this guy, you know the financial status of you. You're like, all right, that's cool. In fact, I even know how this person rolls. Like, yo, we both have cash. This is a very seamless transaction. This is fine. Versus, there's some friends who are like, yo, buddy, I do not know the financial situation of my friend. That, like,
you don't want to eat with those friends.
Yeah, like, yo,
Niggas are awkward numbers of short. Okay, I'm $12 short, fam. You do this.
Yeah,
for
like,
me?
nigga, why do you not have 7 cents, bro? Like, nah, fuck all that.
Yo, bro.
Just weird increments.
Yeah, separate the bill, bro.
Why don't you not have 7 cents?
All right, bro. How you feel when you go out? Are you paying separate bills or are you cool with just everybody split the bill?
Like Cuz says, it really does depend. Like,
Depends what you're eating with.
like my right hand, I don't care if it's one bill. That's fine. I got that if anything. But like certain people, I'm like, I don't know.
Especially
I
on
just don't
certain
know.
man's order, bro. I told you, I've been in situations where a man have volunteered my wallet for things they didn't agree to, see? I'm like, yo, what's going on right now?
Hold on.
Like, eat within your budget. You know what I mean?
How did a man volunteer your funds?
Oh, I remember
What
that
happened?
day.
Oh, you remember that day?
I remember that day.
Yeah, anyhow. So the man went out to a function, see? We were functioning.
Yeah.
After the house, we went to go eat. And we had a whole collective of people with us after the fact. My one brethren was on a mission. And so he had a whole collective with him.
What was his mission?
You know what
No. We have an audience of people that are listening.
Oh, my
bro.
fault. I forgot.
His mission was to use everybody
Why
else's
were your
funds.
funds volunteered by people that are not you?
So I was just rolling with the group, the madam. The group of the madam cousins there, next cousins there, beer people. You know, one of the like I said, the leader of the initiative he was on task to get smashed. You know what I'm saying?
So a man was on a mission to get himself some cheeks.
A man did not care about the rest of the mandem.
So yo, let me tell you how he's over there. We're at the restaurant now. See, and I came I had miscellaneous tasks to attend to. So I even came late. You know, I was like, oh shit, this is the scene. All right, whatever. Like, I tapped in to the group, but I wasn't necessarily a part of like the vibe. Like, I don't care about what's going on. I just came to actually get some food. You know. So I'm here. I'm like, yo, I'm a box of 1-2. Just came back from an event. Boom, eat some food and be out of there. Buddy, let me tell you how we're over there. And I came late. Doesn't matter. When the bill came, there was no separated. And the man's over here, oh, man, you gotta send me a bill? What? What are you doing right now, fam? My taco got like $8, bro. What are you talking about? I got like 2-3 tacos. What are you talking about right now? I'm not doing this. You know what I mean? Whole time, it's like, you can't look like a shit guy in front of the collective. You're just like, yo, I'm gonna see you about this, eh? Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, he ended up achieving whatever he needed to achieve. So it's like, like big up yourself. But yo, don't ever
know who you are.
Yeah, I don't volunteer my
hold on. Wow, the story was kind of coded, fam. So you
What are your
went
questions?
out. You went out. No, I understand the story. I just feel like for some people watching, there might have been
Ask
some
away, bro.
details
Ask
missing.
away.
So I'm just gonna give you a quick summary. So this man's funds were volunteered when he met his brethren at a restaurant that had some night
Both
walkers
of our
with
funds
him.
were volunteered.
Oh, your funds as
My
well.
funds
Wow,
too.
twice the fun. Okay. So both these gentlemen right here had their funds volunteered against their will.
Yes.
Because their other brethren was trying to get himself a pair of cheeks for the evening, and he had some night walkers with him, and he was trying to entertain the collective.
I like this.
And instead of consulting anybody, he was so entrenched in his own mission that when the bill came, after he allowed these women to order whatever they wanted,
and his fam wasn't even happy hour.
and it wasn't even happy hour. There
man were
was
not happy.
absolutely no consideration for other parties in the man's decision making, but his determination to get some cheeks had him requesting that the rest of the man pay for the collective bill of him and all of his night walking women.
That's exactly what happened.
That was fucking well fucking done. Yeah.
I know there's people watching. They need a breakdown, fam. They want all the details. So,
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't like that my funds were volunteered, unbeknownst to unbeknownst to me, fam. I didn't like that stuff, and cause they liked it either, and cause heard how displeased I was. As soon as we left the restaurant, I can't even believe this nigga right now.
This guy didn't want to talk to me. He's like, I can't believe you brought me here. Yo, cause I told you what I had to do. Can't believe you brought me here.
Nah,
This guy, I'm just like, bro, my funds went too, bro.
Yeah, but
so this also brings like another side topic, because the original topic was about splitting the bill. So we'll get to that. But life as a man, this how you know that the man have a little bit more loyalty than the gal them. See?
Yo, the craziest thing was that he asked us there in front of them.
Crazy.
Fam, it was a setup.
You know, fam, there was an old Western standoff before anybody reached into their pocket. The man were like,
it was like
me and Cole did this. The fuck, nigga?
Man, are just, what the hell?
He's like,
a bead of sweat's coming from this guy's forehead. Like, yo, you're not gonna give me the bill?
Bro, the man
You're not gonna give me the bill, fam?
The man did let me holler at you real quick. He's like, you guys got that. Got what? I see how much. I'm like, fat. Now the man we're looking at like, bro, whoa, I didn't even eat this. And he's like, I see them munching their faces. They're not even paying.
Fam.
We paid for them.
Watch how crazy this is, bro. So life as a man is just this crazy. Like, fam, for one, first obstacle, this guy left whatever venue and he was trying to get a pair of cheeks right here. But the pair of cheeks had two brethren with her. See?
Had 6 other cheeks.
6 other cheeks. Hold on, so there's 3 brethren?
Like 3,
so it's
4
4
brethren.
girls in total.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy. So his one shorty had 3 additional women. Okay, but he's like, yo, I need what she has. You see what I'm saying? But as a man, you can't separate that. Like, you can't take her away from the rest of the group.
There you go.
have to take the whole group. So now you gotta foot the bill for 4 women, bro. And you still don't even know if you're gonna get the ass,
But he's like,
it's still not guaranteed. It just seems like it might work right now. I'm getting some play. Like, all right, fam, let's just do this.
Crazy.
And then the gal, you know how they live. They don't pay for nothing, fam. Everything's casual.
Bro, they didn't even care what they ordered. They ordered stuff. I'm like, I don't even order part of this
They
menu.
find shit from the back of the menu, fam, from some forbidden pages, bro. Okay?
Churros, everything.
Because, with extra sauce, all types of shit. Because they don't care, fam. They don't care. You are expendable as a man, see? Just know that. So, now you're already at the restaurant doing what you're doing. I would say that proper etiquette, yo, fam, pay for your own cheeks, see? Don't be asking nobody else to contribute. But because the man are loyal, when that bill came around, nobody was happy, but everybody wanted
We
him
didn't
to
make
get
you look
some
like a
cheeks.
shit guy as the collective.
Because we all want him to get some cheeks.
Yeah, we raised
We know the power of a man getting a pair of cheeks, fam.
Make his whole day.
We know the value of it.
Right.
So the man are going to facilitate that. Every one of the man has
His
been
day
talking.
will come.
But watch this on the reverse.
His day
Every
will come.
man has been there talking to a woman, having an excellent time, an excellent conversation. And then some big, thick wrist just comes out of nowhere talking about the Uber's coming. We gotta go. And then her large plus size brethren is just there snatching this woman away from you. You and her were having an excellent moment, fam, until this gremlin showed up. You see the difference? They don't facilitate nothing, fam. They're not supporting
That's where you
nothing.
need a man to come set the screen, pick and roll.
You have to.
And you go.
You gotta get someone to say, yo, I got some food and some weed at the crib, you know.
I'm just saying the nature of their friendship, fam. You guys were mad, fam. Had an old Western standoff and still paid the bill to help this
Didn't I
guy
tell
out.
you that we spoke about the thick wrist Bredren? You got to just post up near the hot dog
She
stand.
won't even press cancel.
Doesn't
on the
matter,
Uber
fam.
for
Order
$5,
bro. $5 hot dog. Boom, hug that. Senior Bredren's good now.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Just find a glizzy and just stuff it in her face.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Just keep one on Koch before you even start talking to women. Just go get one, bro.
I'm telling
Just
you.
have it there. Fam.
Don't even dress it.
Are
Just
you
here.
gonna eat that? No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Just keep talking. And as soon as you hear those heavy footsteps in the abyss, as soon as you hear it, fam, you just prepare yourself. And before she can even inhale fully to say the Uber's coming, you just boom. You just launch one at her, fam.
With a drink.
Yeah. Before she even waddled her way all the way to you.
It'll calm down the thickest of wrist.
Yeah. Because when she uses that Goku grip, fam, and just tells her Bredren, like, yo, the Uber's coming. It's over with for you.
Yeah. I don't like that still, but yeah, that's my situation on splitting the bill. Overtly, I just don't even eat with niggas who I would even think it's a big deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, when you're a big man and you're over there with respectable people, it's like sometimes even when you're doing the one bill, somebody will cover it and like, all right, I got next, you know? Like, I've done those ones and shit.
I seen a video of some girls fighting over the bill.
Girls
And
don't.
I just thought this was so frivolous.
Oh, was it the birthday video when they're like, yo, I didn't even order this? And it's like,
I don't know what they were celebrating, but yeah, there was a few I didn't even order that's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what it is? Because it's some, you give people an inch, they take a mile. Like, what the fuck, bro? You know? And it's
the mentality of somebody that's ordering things they can't afford, hoping that the entire bill is going to be spread around the table.
I don't even trust you, bro.
What kind of person are you, though? Like, you left your house talking about, yo, if we get enough of us at the table, I can just order some extra shit I usually don't even buy, you know?
There are some niggas who think
There's a lot of niggas that live their life in that kind of fashion.
That's crazy. Or get to the front of the club talking about, yo, fam, I don't even have my wallet. Or like, yo, I'm kind of shaking it.
You know what's crazy? I'm like kind of cool. Like, I'm at the big age, like a lot, yeah?
The big age.
Hit a nigga with this.
Yeah,
shit.
32, you're not playing with me still.
Yeah, like, yo, I'll tell you how it is. I'll send you some snaps, bro. Don't worry about it.
If there's cheeks involved, just because I respect that you might get something for yourself, maybe.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. A nigga forgot his wallet. Doesn't deserve no
No,
cheeks.
not that play. I'm talking about like when you guys are at the restaurant with your associate. who's doing this thing.
That's for the collective effort. Like, we support it, but we didn't like it. Like, he definitely heard a bad up in the morning.
He also had to check his phone for an idiot text. As soon as I gave him the money, yo, it's an idiot thing.
You transferred him with a message.
Nobody got an e-transfer in cash.
You got an idiot transfer.
Yeah, bro. Like,
idiot transfer is crazy.
What the hell?
Nah, that's crazy still. That's crazy.
Yeah. Moving forward, man. Moving forward.
So, yo, I don't know if you guys want to watch the next video. You guys up for another video? Probably take like a
If your
minute.
phone respects you.
Yeah, that's a very valid.
Send it to me, man. Your
comment.
phone respects me a little more, apparently.
You know what? Then this is what we'll do. I'll just go ahead.
Send it to me on IG.
Relationships is subjective, bro.
I don't hear this nigga yell anymore.
Yeah, he's too passionate.
Yeah, he's very passionate.
Yo, I've been hearing everybody's liking that movie, Sinners.
Which film is this?
The one with
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, is that the old school movie?
No.
The man's in a wife beater?
when they're
I don't
all
know.
wearing grills. I think they're all wearing grills in the movie.
I don't know anything about the film. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh, I seen a preview of a movie and the man's like, he's beating shots at
Have
somebody.
you watched Adolescence yet?
No, I haven't. I probably won't. It's a film on Netflix, and most of my time right now is spent visiting the country.
It's a four-part series on Netflix, and everyone is talking about it. It is prompting conversations about toxic masculinity, smartphone use, young men feeling that they're being ignored, the idea of misogyny being increased in school. Why would you not want to know what people are talking about?
Well, I think that those are all important issues, and those were issues that I've been talking about for a long time. But in the same way that I don't need to watch Casualty to know what's going on in the NHS, I don't need to watch a specific Netflix drama to understand what's going on. It's a fictional series. It is not a documentary. What I've been talking about recently, for instance, is banning smartphones in schools. I've been going to schools all around the country. I was in Evesham just yesterday, talking to head teachers, talking to the students, and they talk about the problems that phones are causing.
The difference this documentary has made compared to, say, a politician, any politician, leader of a party, the Prime Minister, going around talking in schools, is this has made much more of an impact than any politician has in terms of what people are talking about right now. So it's really confusing that you don't want to know why, how this has made an impact, how parents are now saying we need to know more about smartphone use.
I can read what people are saying about it. I look at research. This is something that I've been looking at for a long time.
You wouldn't want to know straight from the horse's mouth.
One of the things that I'm more bothered by is the fact that just yesterday we had Labour telling us that they're not going to be investigating the rape gang scandal, something which had happened all across the country. That's real. That's happening right now. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a fictional documentary.
Do you think you're...
We had thousands of... If I may just finish. We had thousands of victims. Female victims, those are girls, young women, and some boys too. I met the mother of a boy who killed himself after being a victim. I want to talk about that because that is real. And yes, I'm glad that the Netflix drama is something that people are talking about, but it is not the only thing. There are many other things that are going on. And my job as opposition leader is to hold the government to account, get them to hold a full national inquiry on what is one of the biggest scandals in our country.
And do you stand...
All right, what's your position?
Yeah. I just thought it was crazy. This woman's a politician, so her name... I don't know her name here. Her name is Kemi Badenoch, and she's the Conservative Party leader in Britain. So that's a prominent figure in British politics. And they're getting at her because she didn't watch the Netflix series.
I'm not lying, that was completely foolish, bro. Like, what I just witnessed there was foolishness. Like, yo, buddy, she's actually educated. She's actually talking about real world issues. And it's not like she's even giving credit to what they're trying to pinpoint about the series. Like, yes, it's spreading awareness, it's doing all this. That's not the only thing that's fucking going on, though, is what she said. And I don't know. She just seemed like the more informed party in the situation. And, like, they're trying to bring her down to their level.
They even called it a documentary.
That's why I said bring her down to their level.
Like, that's on the BBC. That's a prominent
news
media
broadcast,
outlet in the UK. And you have people falsely calling a fictional series a documentary, and then questioning the credentials of a politician who's dealing with real life issues, and you're criticizing her because she hasn't spent time to watch a fictional series?
Yes.
How the hell do you guys put that on TV?
Because they're trying, like I said, they're trying to bring her down to their level and equate. Like, bro, they literally try to disregard what she's saying like it's not important. She's like, yeah, but people are talking about this right now on Netflix. Like, yo, buddy, she's over there talking about the rape gang victim. She's over there talking about real traumas and real shit that's going on in the world right now in real time. Aside from, and like, the thing is, that bothers me. She acknowledges exactly what you're talking about. She's like, yeah, I've read the reviews. I've seen what's going on. Like, basically, I've extracted enough information that I feel like I do not need to actually go and consume the series itself to get more out of it. Because it's not going to change her position on certain things.
How are you going to question somebody's real life experience because they didn't choose to watch a fictional show?
This is just
you're
to show you how people feel about TV, bro.
No, but I also
that's
think
brainwashing. They're trying to make you think that fictional things are more important than real things.
Yeah, it's brainwashing.
She said that the people that wrote a Netflix movie their ideas are more important than this politician's actual experience.
She's actually going around the places talking about teaching teachers around the world and administration leaders and really trying to tackle issues that are affecting real people in real time and real victims.
These are the same people that said Andrew Tate and people similar to him are harmful.
So how can you trust this media outlet? How do you trust the news outlets then? If that's the case, if this is the shit that's being promoted and then the messages that are being basically fucking put out there, how do you trust it? You can't.
You know how much people have to approve of these stories before the whatever like program they're gonna run for that day?
Producers.
Bro, bare people have to approve of this.
Coming in just like a 1-2. Like,
it was approved.
It was approved.
That's insane. And you're a journalist too. Like, I would feel ashamed if I had to show up to work and talk to someone.
You know what's crazy too?
I'd feel ashamed of myself if that was my assignment for the day.
They just want to test them.
Nah, but I even feel like you can even tell by the way that woman was conducting herself and articulating herself. But yo, she's seems or came off in that short clip that I watched more intelligent and more like aware of the shit that she's speaking about in comparison to them, because they don't, like you said, they're addressing a fictional docuseries as a documentary.
You can't argue with stupid.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's crazy, bro. Like I would have a hard time doing that job. Like, this is what you want me to do today. We brought on a politician and you want me to press her because she didn't watch this TV show?
Yeah, it's just low lifey shit. It's just low vibrational entertainment, bro, or low vibrational tactics.
Yeah, that's crap.
But I think but even regardless of the cultural relevance, she does acknowledge it. She's like, she acknowledges it and says, yo, she's read about it and it's going on, but like it's not the only like it's not the end all be all of this, because yo, even when they highlight in the in the series itself, it's not new.
Yeah.
But but she's in the field for real. So regardless of like if it's new to a lot of people, like it's good that people are now getting light shit on it. But yo, there's so much more.
I think my issue with them is not even asking the question. It's pushing back after she gave the answer.
Yeah.
It's okay if you're like, hey, there is a series that's very relevant to people and some of the issues that you're discussing. Have you seen it? Yes or no? She says no. I think you just move forward, or maybe even say, hey, it's a good show.
No,
I recommend you watch it. Yeah, you tried to shame the woman and question her credentials because she didn't watch it. That's when I started to have a problem. Like, oh, you guys are playing with people.
Yeah. Well, that's problem worthy. I'd be upset about that too myself.
Yeah, that's madness. And in conclusion, Kodak Black reportedly paid the rent for 200 residents in the Golden Acres community in Broward County, Florida, which is where Kodak is from.
He's from Broward.
Yeah, and I think Golden Acres is the actual neighborhood he grew up at.
Yeah, that's his hood.
So apparently this is the second consecutive month of him doing this. So big up man like Kodak.
I think that's a good gesture. That's a cool gesture.
Got to give back.
Yeah, that's a cool gesture. Because, you know,
all the I don't really tell people what to do with their money. I don't think just because you're wealthy that you're obligated to give back, but it's always nice to see when people do that shit. And then also, especially when you consider a lot of rappers and stuff, the amount of money that these guys spend on frivolous things between women and clothes and jewelry, and they're always so quick to show those things off. I like to hear that this guy did. And apparently he didn't even promote it. Somebody else reported it, which sounds like the noble, like humble thing to do, doing things like
more
quietly. I can appreciate that, but you know what? I feel like these guys should talk about that more. Fam, you encourage more positivity and more good behavior.
Is, if he were to highlight it, people would say he did it just for attention. Remember when you have a bunch of people on the internet, it's like, oh, if you're gonna do a good deed, you shouldn't do it for attention.
No, that's true. You'll have that crowd, but I feel like they're insignificant. You're loud and you're annoying, but like realistically, I think just because we're always talking about, oh, how can we push the culture forward and do more positive things and have more positive narratives? Because like even what was it last week? We're talking about like the gal them worship the sex workers and young men worship the gangster rappers and stuff like that. So at least if these same guys are like, okay, yo, look at like I got money and this is what I did. I'm giving back to people. I'm trying to help my community.
Yeah,
you know. So as much as you guys like to idolize certain things, hey, why don't you guys try doing something nice for somebody too, something productive, you know? And like just to plant a seed.
I think that
advertisement.
it's good. I do it. It gets them exactly what you're saying. It gets in front of more people, and more people are like inspired or affected or impacted by the consumption.
Do you feel that like, okay, if a rapper comes from that type of environment, the neighborhood, they're constantly doing music videos and stuff there, like, do you think they're obligated to give something back if you're constantly using the neighborhood, the people, to like get your image out there? Should you give something back?
It's a fuck.
If like they've achieved like
if
a
you
whole
were
bunch
using
of
it on
success
the
and
basis,
they keep coming back to this place to like film their videos and portray a certain image, I would hope that they're supporting some of those people in some way, even if it's just like all their brethrens, like they did something for them, or like this guy's paying people's rent. I don't know, something to give back, because you are actually benefiting from the imagery you get from going back to the community with all your ice and all your big whips and all this and all of that, and you're in front of a bunch of poor ass people. I think it just feels like the right thing to do would be like contribute something before you leave, you know?
I think so. I also think that the sense of community in our community, like the Black community, buddy, we just need to do better, fam. Like we need to reinvest in our things. We need to actually like come together and gather. I think shit like this, I think it's beneficial, bro. I think it's good. And I think it's important for other people to see it as well.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe inspire other people to do something that maybe it doesn't have to be the exact fucking thing, but maybe just good quests out of similar nature.
There's a few. I think Rollo, he bought a bunch of like apartments or complexes in his neighborhood in Atlanta, and I believe he either wasn't charging people rent or was charging them very low rent.
Yeah,
and that's in a certain section. And Javante bought up a bunch of houses in his own
T.I.
area
did the same thing too.
Or T.I. did it too.
Yeah, he built his own thing,
like a complex,
his own complex, and he just made the housing cheap.
Okay, that's wicked. Yeah, I like seeing shit like that, and I feel like, bro, you should promote that more, because like, especially mans are always on the divisive topics, like, oh, the black community doesn't support each other and da. So okay, that's how you start encouraging that, fam. Let people know that you did these things.
But I also
That's
look at
how I
it
feel.
like, yo, if you're gonna use the hood to get your image, you should try to fix it too. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
give
Like,
back. You're benefiting from them.
Yeah.
So
Like, I just
they
look at it
should
like
also benefit from you.
I got you. You have anything else on your agenda?
Oh, I got one. Y'all hear about Shannon Sharpe?
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
go ahead.
They're suing him for 50 mil. He's getting accused of graping.
Yeah, Tony. It's so the accuser is one of, I guess it's an ex-girlfriend of his. She's about, I think she's like young. She's like 20, like in her early 20s, right? And a lot of people are calling the case a farce because they brought it to civil court instead of criminal. Like it's not a criminal act. They're not like charging him criminally or anything. In addition to that, Tony Bisbee, I believe, is the lawyer or someone who's like in charge of that. He's apparently on the internet, what they're saying is he's a low integrity lawyer. So even the legitimacy and the viability of this claim is probably going to get thrown out because he has a history of making false claims. Now, I'm not necessarily sure, but I believe, just based off the top, he was the same person that tried to run the lawsuit against Jay-Z.
Okay.
Right, and he's that same lawyer. Remember how there's like, yo, this guy's always trying to like.
Yeah, that guy's got a history of doing that.
So he's got a history of that, and I think that this is the same thing. And then even when you go do a little research, like Shannon has gone as far as to basically show text messages saying that like, yo, buddy, not everything with this woman has been consensual. In fact, she's over here requesting things like, yo, she wants him to like shoot up the club and breed her and like. Put like a dog chain around her and just mash up the works. You know how to get them start talking. Like they like to get all freaky. You know?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
You know, you eat mildly over there. But
what you mean I don't know? What the fuck are you talking about? Don't try and like don't do that. I said I am not sending wild ass messages. Don't mean I haven't received some. Like,
I didn't even mean it like that.
You meant it like something, bro, and I'm shutting it down, bro.
Meant it enough. But
I get respect, see?
Basically, I rate Shannon Sharpe thus far from what I've seen. So hopefully everything that just blows over how we think it will, and that this will be dropped, and that Tony Bisbee or whatever, Busby, his credibility again will just be like, all right, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I hope so as well. And apparently, this comes off the back end of Shannon either he announced or it was just being reported that he's signing a new deal worth like 100 mil, and now these people want 50.
Right, and then he even looks at it like, because apparently this woman has also illegally videotaped him during sex, as a way of coercion and blackmail as well.
That's
like
crazy.
he's looking at it like. Putting all the pieces together and then seeing how like the lawsuit that they're coming at him with, and they're like, yo, this has kind of been orchestrated from the jump. Like he feels like this was been plotted on from a time. It's not just a random occurrence.
I think I feel bad for Shannon Sharpe because that's messed up. I don't believe that he did anything crazy.
Yeah, I think he conducts himself, from what I see in the public eye, as a respectable dude.
I'm starting to recognize like this is a more prevalent thing.
Right.
And I feel like if you are a man who achieves some amount of success and you're getting a lot of attention from women, you need to use a lot of discernment. And unfortunately, you're probably going to have to actually like forego on some opportunities, which I can understand is probably the opposite of what you plan to do. When you were broke and you were planning your way to the top, you thought when I get some money and I get on, I'm going to have all these women and all these things. But these same women are knowing that you want that and they're preying on you, bro.
Yeah.
So realistically, you're actually gonna have to start moving like the y'all them, fam. Like how we expect women to move and be like selective with like who they mess with. Like,
But it's true because apparently like they had met at a gym. She was, I think, 20 years old, and he's closer to 60, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
right. Does that make you feel okay? So given that information, do you feel
that would heighten my apprehension towards this person. There's much more incentive for her to try and get something monetarily from me, and there's much less probability that she's genuinely interested in who I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a 40-year age gap.
Well, I think
between
there's
the two of us.
it's a very big, like they're attracted to you physically, right? Like the large portion of their relationship is based on the physical attraction. Think about it, you met her in the gym. She's 20 years old. There's not much conversation you're having that's fucking very deep and profound, right? We haven't had much life experience. Like that's a fraction. I've lived 3 times your life.
I'm gonna keep it real, especially because he's a man of status. He's not just some miscellaneous buff old guy in the gym, right? You're somebody that is well known and has something to lose. this is a 20-year-old woman who's probably seeking some sort of financial gain out of this.
Yeah.
Like, I could imagine that even if he's not giving her money, he's probably bought her some things.
No.
or-
So in the text,
I can
in the
imagine
text
that.
messages, it even says like, "Yo, like some grand sexual claim talking about like, oh, I guess she wants like $25K a week or something." Like he was paying her. There was money being exchanged.
So money was already being
Yeah.
exchanged. Okay, so brother, just make her sign an agreement. Like you should have a contract formulated for when you meet random
He's a
young
big
things at
man.
the
He
gym.
should have been had that.
You should have your random young thing contract ready to go.
Random young thing contract.
Yeah,
for sure.
facts. What do you mean? She has to give written consent before we do anything.
For everything.
This is not like, and I'm saying this, but conditionally because this is not even a normal interaction. It's not like either of the three of us go out to a nightclub and meet a woman and the vibes are high and we just assume that she is into us. You know what I mean? We don't really have anything to lose. We're not targets. And we're not 40 years older than the women that we talk to. You know what I'm saying? So if you have all these liabilities working against you, bro,
with
back
caution.
out the contract. And you're already putting money in her hand. She already knows that you guys have an unconventional relationship.
You guys want to hear
How
something?
much
What is
harder
she?
is
She
it
white?
to
She black?
provide the
She's a
contract?
white woman. You guys
She's a
want,
white woman.
You guys want to hear some? You guys want to hear some of the statement by Shannon Sharpe's counsel?
Do your narration, bro.
All right, cool. So quotes. These are so Shannon Sharpe's lawyer posts alleged text messages between Shannon and Jane Doe they're using, right? Quote, "I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're plucking me."
It's good stuff.
Right? I'm not right?
Yeah.
Gabriella Zuniga. I guess Zuniga is her name. Some ambiguous white woman name. Right? When was that? That was in 2023. "I know you missed this big juicy ass. $25K for each week."
Yo, hold on a minute. Hold on. That's how she hit this guy?
Yeah, right?
Big juicy.
That sounds like those fucking OnlyFans ads on Snapchat and shit. You want to see all this? You just sign up
Let me
right
see.
here.
It says this lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Bugsby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies and distortion and misrepresentation and will not succeed in her effort to extract a large financial settlement. Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe that the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context. Crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific graphic requests. Contrary to the allegation she made in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above in text messages to Mr. Sharpe. There are other examples of this text messages. For example, "Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever you want to, and then you can do whatever you want to me." Text from Gabriella states.
Oh, she just trying to coerce something out of
Yeah,
this
just trying to
man
get
the
at you
whole
with
time.
it.
"I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you."
Who said that one?
Gabriella said that to Shannon Sharpe.
See what I'm saying about these freaky niggas, bro? No, I don't get those messages. If that's what you were talking about before, I don't know. I don't know, because nobody's texting me like that. You're gonna get a back. Don't talk to me like that. Fuck is this about?
"That's my daddy.
Yo.
Fuck, I want you to put a big black baby in me."
Big holy shit. Yo, this is good
She
stuff.
said, "I want
man.
that big black plantation, baby."
Yeah. And he got those country seeds.
Yo,
country seeds
fam.
again. "You better crave it, because you're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me." Right?
Yo, your narration
Fam, nobody can even talk to me like this, bro.
These messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by Ms. Zuniga. The evidence paints a clear picture that this was consensual, an adult relationship that include role-playing sexual language and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Ms. Zuniga. The edited tape that Ms. Zuniga secretly taped and showed Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray as a result of this editing and out of context from a prior text message that the sexual activity was not consensual. But Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret sexual taping was all a plan of a big setup scheme to blackmail him. As distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to his counsel. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies all allegations of coercion and misconduct, especially the gross lie of graping. and will not submit to what he sees as an egregious attempt at blackmail. He stands firmly by the truth and is prepared to fight these false claims with vigorously in court. He looks forward to the vindication due to the process and judgment based on the facts and the law. So I'm not gonna lie, based on that alone and the message from Shannon's counsel, I believe Shannon still. I'm not gonna lie to you. Any woman that tells you she wants to put her tongue in your ass and then wants you to put...
You had to start there, bro.
Yeah,
that had nothing to do with the lawsuit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
And then she asked for $25 a cheek. $25K a cheek. And then she's also talking about,
she wants some baby gravy. Like, Shannon, there were clear red flags, bro.
Yeah, but he's a big black nigga.
But yo, he's
a freaky nigga. That's what it is.
Yo, this is his reparations right here. He's getting his reparations.
See, the man are too freaky. You see what I'm saying, bro?
That's crazy.
Man need to just go on easy over here trying to get back for your people. No, stop it, okay? We don't even need you doing all that, bro.
Catch your Freeman right there.
Hold on.
Like, yo, anyhow she texts me, talk about I need some baby gravy and a big black baby in me, you're gonna get blocked,
yo,
fam.
You're like, as big as Shannon is.
She's preying on you, fam.
I'm not gonna lie. I know as big as he is, he was still grinning and chuckling, you know.
Yo, you know he loved that shit, fam. Every time his phone would ring, fam, this guy
is
get
her.
excited.
So this is her.
Look at his teeth, bare teeth. He's grinning.
Yeah, that's exactly how he looked every time she texted him.
He's like a D's Barney.
He does look like Barney. That's crazy. That's crazy as shit, bro.
I just seen him smiling there. It's muscular.
She said, yo, you know you missed this big juicy.
Yeah. That's crazy. Anyhow.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in the world of Shannon Sharpe.
That's what I'm saying. You guys gotta stop being so freaky, bro.
He was just trying to get his reparations, like I said.
And you know what I find crazy about this shit too? Maybe it's part of the fantasy going on in these niggas' minds because I've never purchased any.
He's from Carolina.
I've never purchased
like South Carolina. He's
vagina in my life, so I can't really relate to this aspect of things. But like, bro, you got all kinds of money and you're already paying the woman. Like, bro, why don't you go find a woman who professionally does this? Is not gonna be out there blackmailing you, fam. She's gonna take the money that you gave her and go on about her way. You got this bitch every day asking for some baby gravy and some other shit, bro. Like, why are you even doing that?
Put a big black baby in me. Like, yo,
bro,
that sounds
crazy
so crazy.
As shit, bro. She doesn't even have any tact or grace in her situation.
You know what's
She's
crazy?
just obvious.
She thought she was being sexy.
I took that like this woman is a predator.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. When they do, she's like, give me that big.
She's steady trying to take the condom off, all types of shit.
No, she says the N-word during sex. She says the N-word during sex.
Give me that big.
Yeah,
his weird ass probably tells her to say
100.
They do slavery role play.
Yo, the nigga has a rope in the bedroom somewhere.
There's a Confederate flag when they have
not
sex.
Not her, bro.
he's in the crib
He's
chained
got a
up.
Confederate flag behind.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell niggas, B.
He's in the crib chained up. She unlocks him.
Well, you know about they run back the roots role play, Bredren.
Yo, I swear to
master,
God.
I'm gonna tear that ass up, master.
I swear to God. Their day starts in like the barn or some shit.
Yeah. They're getting buck in the barn on the hay.
Yeah. You guys need to stop with that ancestral freakiness, bro.
Good boy,
you better let it go.
That's a
good boy.
The emancipation freakiness, you better stop it, bro.
Yeah.
We're moving on to Quickfyre. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Got you. Lazy Quickfyre. Would you rather be the most mysterious person at a club or the person that everybody wants to dance with?
Mysterious.
Bunch of mysterious ass niggas. Would you rather be able to flirt using only memes or only be able to communicate through song lyrics?
So I can only flirt through the memes?
Yeah.
Like, I'll do song lyrics then.
What songs you singing?
I don't know, bro. I didn't think of this beforehand. No, I haven't
some
top
Lloyd?
of my head. Yeah, maybe.
Stop. Wait a minute.
Some Lupe?
My vocals in my head like,
some kick push, nigga.
That's crazy. I'm getting negative vagina.
That's why you don't get
that.
no Shannon Sharpe text, nigga.
Bro, I don't want that text, bro.
That Shannon Sharpe, that nigga to be like, I gotta go.
I gotta kick and push.
Nah, that's
What are you doing? Song lyrics or flirting through memes?
I'm flirting with memes.
Yeah. Would you rather be ghosted after an amazing weekend or stuck in the talking stage with a 10 who's dry as hell?
in the talking stage, so I'm not brushing it.
You're just in purgatory, fam.
So the next thing I brushed it and she ghosted me.
Yeah.
At least I got something. The next guy's not getting nothing. He's just wasting his time.
You're looking for love, fam.
He's never finding it though, so his life sucks.
Yo, you can go ghost me still. You ghost me.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm okay with hurt feelings.
What you want to do?
Ghost me. Would you rather bark in every sentence or never wear socks again?
I'm a bark in every sentence.
Like at the end of it?
Anytime. Just has to be out barking. You know what I'm saying? DMX.
You look good.
You know what I mean? Look at DMX in every sentence you drop.
Let's gotta talk different.
I might just bark still. Never wear socks again is a idiot thing.
Super yachty. Bear chafing on the back of your ankle.
No, I don't even want my ankles.
So you're barfing, you're DMXing?
I'm a bark still.
DMXing or socking?
I'm DMXing because socking is crazy. No socks is crazy.
Yeah. I guess you have to just rough. Would you rather name all your children the same name or only date people with the same name as your mom?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a lot of people with my name on them.
Yeah, you can't have my Duke's name.
Would you rather forever have hot breath or frowsy armpits?
Armpits.
Yo,
hot breath is dangerous. How you smell like that?
Frowsy armpits is dangerous too.
My lie, I've been to some establishments where they leave a force field of froze when they walk.
Yeah, but you can't talk to nobody, bro. You have a hot breath, fam. It's more gross.
I'll just text you.
Yeah. Fuck. I think I probably I'll do the armpits, fam.
Yeah. Crazy. Would you rather only be able to chew with your mouth open or only be able to sleep on top of the bed sheets with no pillows for the rest of your life?
Fuck, I'll just chew with my mouth open still. That's everybody else's problem, for real.
So you're moving?
There's a lot of niggas that chew like that, though. I'm not gonna lie. I hate
Or I
that
gotta
shit.
sleep on top of my covers?
Yeah, with no pillows.
With no pillows.
Yeah, you're just shaking it.
Yeah, I'm chewing my mouth open. So.
Just sleep in Japanese. Would you rather punch a tree as hard as you can or hug a cactus?
Yo, bitch's face is crazy.
Nah, this is a wild fucking
Man
scenario.
looked at you with bare stupid. He's like, yo, bro, what?
Yeah, this is retarded, bro.
Both hurt.
I'm gonna punch a tree as hard as I can because he didn't say what tree. I'm gonna punch a banana tree.
Since you put other thought into it. I ain't hugging the cat.
Yeah, bro. Everything. Everything.
guess I'll just
Fam, but you have to punch the tree as hard as you can,
I'm gonna
regardless.
break my hand, fam.
Banana tree, bro. I'm gonna break your hand.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to eat baby food or only be able to drink baby formula as a beverage?
Baby food. Baby formula is just like powdered sugar. It's water, my nigga.
So you go only eat
Not
baby
good
food.
for
Like
me.
the man, say we go to Anejo next, you got to just back out your little Gerbers.
Well, my other
I
thing,
put that
my
in a
only other
taco. What is
thing
that?
was,
That mush peas and shit?
yeah, my
I
other
put that
option
in a
was
taco. What you talking about?
formula. I gotta just drink that. That's weird, bro. I'm not doing that.
I'm have a mush pea taco.
Would you rather have to wear a condom all day as a part of your attire, like a sock for your buddy, or wear a tie with every day, no matter what your outfit is?
Wear a tie with every day,
Every day, no matter what the fit is.
or I have to wear a Jimmy. Bro, that's crazy. That's an idiot thing. I'm
Stay
not
ready,
gonna
man. You have to stay ready outside.
stay sweaty, fam. Like what the fuck? All day? That's some madness, bro.
Disgusting.
Well, you put
Yeah,
put socks on
I'll
your
probably
feet.
beat the Jimmy though, because like a tie all the time is like, imagine me with a tie right now. I'm a jackass. Immediately, I'm stupid. Like nothing I say
Yeah,
matters.
but like you're dumb if you're just wearing a Jimmy though.
But nobody knows. But nobody knows. You know I'm retarded if I walk in here with a tie on and this
If I know
outfit.
that was your option, I'd be like, yo, that's fucked up.
You'd put on 3 socks or you put on a tie?
Nah, I'm gonna wear the tie stuff. I'm not wearing the Jimmy all day. That's the suffocation for the body. Like this, like, I'm good. Like
You might all get a rash.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
good,
but I
fam.
don't know. Both scenarios is retarded.
Then the slide
bro.
off, the snap off is crazy.
Oh,
Ugh, I didn't even think of all that.
The snap off is crazy. Yo, fuck, I'm good, bro. I'm good this time.
Whatever. I'll probably just wear the tie then. Fuck it.
Madam are looking like Donkey Kong. Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
fine.
Yeah.
And that's it for Quickfyre stuff. That's all I got. Any man have any final sentiments for the people that are in the audience? Give them some wise words, bro. You said a lot of things, bro. Let them know how you feel,
What
bro.
were we even talking about?
A lot of things. Shannon Sharpe and his
So
nigger
much
babies.
shit.
You said beer.
Yeah, Shannon Sharpe. Holy, yeah, bro. If you get some, like, I'm tired of you niggas getting in these weird, freaky scandals, bro. It's like,
stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna say stop. Nigga, I can't tell niggas stop being freaky, bro. That's not going anywhere. Okay, but yo, bro, you got money and status. Make her sign a contract, like. Buddy, she's telling you text messages about doing foul things to you. I'm sure she could pick up a pen. Like, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal.
I like how he's the victim.
Big man like him.
He did get victimized. Well, maybe not the messages. He wanted all that, but like they're preying on him in every other sense. So, bro, make them sign a contract, bro. They're already doing wild things. They can sign a contract.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, yo. A 20-year-old MAGA, like a 120-pound girl, preying on a 6'4", solid 300-pound muscular black man.
Well, she's not preying on him to beat him up.
The man like that.
She's preying on his pockets, bro.
He's Barney.
Yeah, it's about to sound like a super slave.
We already went over this, bro. It is what it is.
I'm like, yo, bro, like, you know what Boondocks with the bands in the shower? Like, yo, drop the soap, nigga.
Drop the soap, nigga. That's crazy. Holy. That's crazy.
Yeah. All you people who don't want to like pay your bill at after eating. Yo, announce to your brethren that he might have to be in on some stuff he didn't prepare for. Don't just bring up a bill and he has to pay stuff he didn't know he had to pay.
That's all you got for them? That's all you got for them? You got deeper bars.
What do you mean? Look how it affected you.
Yeah, but like that's like
it affected me too.
Yeah,
so what? I'm letting them know if you go out with your friends and you don't got bread, maybe you shouldn't go out. That's it. Stay home.
Well, so for everybody, if you're in the forest and you see Sasquatch or Bigfoot,
this is the words you got.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Off the back of batting this guy up, and you start off with Sasquatch and Bigfoot,
fam, or aliens. It's 2025.
Don't fam or aliens me, bro. That's crazy. Don't do that.
I know you got more words for them.
Yeah, the man said about Sasquatch.
Hold on,
and
I'm not even
aliens,
done,
bro.
fam. I'm not even
This
done.
guy, bro.
I'm not even done. Not even done. I thought this was America. No, this is America, bro. Come on. Nah. We need good footage. I want 4K footage. All right, bro. How come every nigga that sees these fucking supernatural shit, everyone records their shit on a potato? I need you guys to start using your iPhones, bro. That's all I want. I want to see Bigfoot in 2025, bro.
Guys pulled up the Motorola Flip.
The next UFO sighting has to be filmed on an iPhone in 4K, bro. I'm not playing these games.
Yeah, like what's with the Colombian UFOs being recorded on a Nokia flip phone, bro?
Yeah, we're not even into that, man.
That's why it's saying they go over there because they know it's safe. Niggas will never believe these phones. Nah, come on, bro.
That's crazy.
Anyhow, it's your boy X, RIPMX, and everything social.
Castro Nero 88 on Instagram.
Money Mitch, 54X Mitch on Instagram.
And we're on Common Sense. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell at the top for notifications every time we drop. Make sure you look us up on Spotify Music and Spotify Podcast, Apple Music. And yo, subscribe on Patreon. You're going to see some things that maybe you shouldn't have, but oh well, we're here. Peace.
Mm-hmm.